Dolphins fans, welcome into the show as we have our first preseason game of the season on tap today. The Miami Dolphins taking on the Atlanta Falcons. You know the drill. It is a watch party, one of the most fun things we do here at Chat Sports. We'll be here for the entirety of the game. We'll do a post-game show for you guys as well. Also doing some different things today. For example, producer Chris, his first ever watch party. Well, you'll hear and see Chris throughout the night. We're also actually going to be simulcasting on our Falcons channel. It's the preseason. The schedules are kind of wonky, so we're kind of mixing and matching, but you guys are live 15 minutes early because, we don't tell the Falcons fans. Maybe we care a little bit more about you guys. It is against the Falcons, tonight's game. Dolphins, the home team in this preseason Week 1 matchup. We're guessing on the kickoff time, by the way. We put it for 7:05 Eastern. You'll see it throughout the show at the bottom underneath me, basically, because we know how things tend to go in terms of the actually starting on time for the NFL. I'll make this note early. We'll mention it throughout today's show as well. The Dolphins are not playing very many of their people. Among the players not expected to play tonight, give me a second. Tua, Bradley Chubb, Kader Kohu, Jevon Holland, Tyreek Hill, Jaelan Phillips, Jaylen Waddle, Jeff Wilson, Xavier Howard, Keon Crossan, Brandon Jones, Alec Ingold, Raheem Mostert, Andrew Van Ginkel, Duke Riley, David Long, Jerome Baker, Connor Williams, Dan Feeney, Robert Hunt, Kendall Lamb, Teron Armstead, Durham Smythe, Zach Sealer, Christian Wilkins, Raekwon Davis. Basically, it is a backup game for the Miami Dolphins, which I think makes sense. If you're not going to play your top offensive linemen, the left guards are all playing, by the way, Liam Eichenberg, Austin Jackson as well. If you're not playing those guys, pretty clear indication that maybe you just don't want to risk jeopardizing Tua as well. I haven't heard much on the Jaylen Waddle injury. Guessing he's fine, but we'll have to wait and see from that standpoint. So who do you guys have winning tonight? Spam the comment section all tonight because there will be competitions all night long against our Falcons live simulcast stream as well. You guys have the chance to take the early lead. It's D for the Dolphins, F for the Falcons. I will give some shout-outs on today's show. I see Robert, Sherry May, Dolphins 17-0. Mario says Willie Finn's is in at quarterback. Will has had a theory that he could get 10 carries in an NFL game and not die, and I think he's crazy. Ace Sports, Sherry May, Thomas, Kyle, is that Kyle, Lamar Elliott, Bill Lyons, Sid Thompson, Tim New, Daniel D, Vibey, John. Debo asks who's out for the Falcons. I don't know yet. We'll wait and see. Maybe we'll get an update, closer to kickoff time here. Dave and Storm, spamming his D. Jamie De La Cruz is in there. Rudolph Davis as well. Eli Ruiz, Jose Mora, Bill Lyon. Nick is in the comment section. Miko's watching from the Bahamas. I love it. SL Flames, so should I bet on this game? Stay tuned. Stay tuned on that front, I promise you. This is the Super Chat menu on tap tonight. Any Super Chat, we will give you guys a shout out. Every 100 subs, we have fresh tortillas cooling nicely in the fridge. Every 100 subs, I get slapped in the face with a tortilla. $20, it's a shot. $50. Will is currently at, I was talking to him earlier today, Will is currently at his master's orientation down at Arizona State. So every $50, we'll text him, whoever sends in the super chat, says hi, etc., maybe a custom message too. Have some fun with Will, and I don't want to get him in trouble for his phone going off during orientation, but I know he'd appreciate it. $100, we will shotgun a Red Bull or just chug the Red Bull if it's getting too messy. And at a certain point, we'll switch that to beer so we don't OD on Red Bull. That's where we're at on that front. So there will be, all throughout tonight's show, folks, a Super Chat battle against our Falcons stream. No Super Chats yet. 0-0 across the board. The winner will get maybe some bonus coverage after the game ends up wrapping up. But get your Super Chats in. Again, the menu, $20 for shots. We'll Uber home if we need to. Got a full, not a sponsor, of Certain State Bourbon. It's not Jack, but it's close to it. There you go. It's not Jack, but something else there. As we have our first $50 Super Chat from Jose Mora. I'll text Will right now for you, Jose. Let's see. Let's get this party started early. Tell Will I say hi. Let's go, Fins. Jose Mora says hello. You text Will. That's producer Brett, by the way. He also said take a shot. And we can have some fun and do a shot as well. Cheers to you, Jose. You also just look right there. Do the free shot. It's supposed to be 20 as a shot, 50s, text Will. It's the first one of the night. It's early. We'll have some fun. Cheers to you, Jose. No, I didn't. I did not warn Will that these texts were going to come, by the way, so I think he's going to appreciate that one. Cheers to you, Jose. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, my friend. And $50 will text Will all throughout the night and hopefully not get him in too much trouble at his master's orientation going on today. So cheers to you guys. Appreciate that. You're very kind, Jose. You are the absolute best there. All right, we'll spend some time here on what to watch for the Miami Dolphins as they take on the Atlanta Falcons. We mentioned earlier that the vast majority of the starters are not going to be playing tonight. It's Tua's out. Among the offensive linemen who are out, it's Teron Armstead is not playing. Kendall Lamb is not playing. Connor Williams, Dan Feeney, Robert Hunt. So everybody is pretty much out along the offensive line except for Austin Jackson and the left guards. Both Liam Eichenberg and Isaiah Wynn are going to be playing tonight. That left guard spot, which is the one position that's really, I think, up for grabs, up for a competition, is absolutely a must-watch situation. I'm also a little bit surprised almost that unless there was some unknown injury here, that Kendall Lamb is not playing tonight either, which would mean the left tackle is going to be probably Jerron Christian. Maybe they give Ryan Hayes some more run there, or at right tackle with Cedric Ogbuehi as well. So I'm curious who ends up out there on the left side of the offensive line alongside Eichenberg and Wynn. Feeney's not playing, so Alama Ulave, I would assume, is going to get the run at center. We'll see. Robert Jones probably starts at right guard, and maybe they give Austin Jackson some love from that perspective. So we will keep an eye on that throughout today's show. Now, earlier, somebody had asked, should they bet on the game? If you want to bet on the game, do it with our sportsbook partner, BetUS. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code CHAT125 gets you a 125% deposit bonus. That's chatsports.com/bet. Promo code CHAT125. I just put that in the live chat, by the way. $100 down minimum gets you that 125% deposit bonus. By the way, the Falcons are the favorites tonight. They are a -2-point favorite in this matchup. The over-under is set at 37 as well. So a lower scoring game because it's the preseason, and the as you'll see tonight, not just on Miami, but on the Falcons as well, things are not always good in terms of the offensive line play. I suspect the defenses will have their way, especially from a pass rush perspective. We have a $5 super chat from Sherry May. Thank you, Sherry. She says, let's go Fins. I also saw some Chad Jones, who, in the comment section as well. Producer Chris is new. He didn't even know what that one's about there. You weren't here for Dolphins last season. Chad Jones is indeed a legend. I appreciate the super chat, Sherry. Thank you very much. What to watch for, number 2. I'm keeping my eye on the young corners. We mentioned Kader Kohou's not going to play. Ramsey, of course, is out. No Xavier Howard. That means Noah Igbinoghene is going to get some run. Going to see a lot of Cam Smith out there. Nick Needham, of course, is banged out. Might see some of my guy, Mark Gilbert. I'm definitely going to monitor, I'd say fairly closely, the cornerback 2 situation and quarterback 3 as they just kind of rotate the backups tonight, and how they fare against a Falcons offense that I'm not sure is going to have Desmond Ridder tonight. We'll have to wait and see if maybe I'll get an update here in the next 10 minutes before kickoff or so. But the quarterback 2 battle is also a must-watch situation for the Dolphins. Tua will not play. My guess here is that you'll see Mike White for the first half and Skylar Thompson for the second half. And then that'll be flipped next week, by the way, for that particular game. I would not be surprised if they let him air it out a little bit more. Mostert, Wilson are both out, so see some De'Von Achane in the backfield. Mike White, I think, had a better last week-ish of practice after maybe a bit of a slower start. But I am very excited to see how this all plays out between White and Thompson. I think both guys are a bit more of gamers than they are maybe like the perfect practice quarterback. So they could make some big plays in this particular matchup. Now, we do have a big announcement for you guys before we welcome on our Falcons live audience here. We have found the next Dolphins Today host. We call him Reeps. He'll be on at some before the season begins. So full details to come, etc. But we have found the next full-time Dolphins Today host. As I'm sure you guys, at least most of you know, I'm just the interim. I'm just the guest host in the meantime until we get the new guy fully up to speed here with the way we do things at Chat Sports. But the new host has been found. He will be here before the start of the NFL season. So stay tuned for that. But we have found the next host of Dolphins Today for you guys. So stick around for that one, my friends. We appreciate everyone who's watched us here. Of course, we all miss Will, and we'll keep texting him throughout the night. Now, we do have a like battle going on against the Falcons stream. As a reminder, we are in a simulcast situation. The Falcons audience should be tuning in here momentarily. 4 likes on the Falcons, which is kind of like the waiting to get the show going here. 33 likes on the Dolphins side. You guys should have a much bigger lead at this stage. I don't see the Falcons on my end, by the way. Oh, there we go. We now welcome in our Falcons Today audience. We are simulcasting right now here, both on Dolphins Today and on Falcons Today. So Falcons fans, you're way behind in the like battle. The Dolphins taking it to you guys early on. Likes are the easiest, simplest thing to do here on YouTube. We know not everyone can donate super chats, which we appreciate everyone who does, of course. Likes are easy. Likes are what everyone can do. So like that video for you guys right now, if you haven't already. As guess who it is? Chad Jones. You say who the next time I do that, okay? I'm going to say Chad Jones, and you're going to yell who? Chad Jones? There you go, from producer Chris. He has a $20 super chat coming in. I've been a little rough on Tom. Sorry for that. Go Fins. Chad, it is no ill will whatsoever, my friend. I promise you on that. I'm just happy to have you here at Chat Sports, at Dolphins Today. There were multiple Chad Jones comments that came in earlier today. Now there's a bunch of who's, and Chad Jones is going back and forth. $20, we'll recap the super chat menu here, by the way, in a minute as well. $20 is a shot. I know he's not playing tonight, but I am using my Hawaii shot glass for Tua Tagovailoa, even though he's not playing tonight, of course, there. So the Super Chat battle is a bit of a blowout at the moment. Dolphins leading the way, 74-98. Still waiting on what would, by the way, be the first ever Falcons Today Super Chat. Again, we are simulcasting this preseason game on both channels because the schedules are all wonky here. Falcons' first ever live stream, doing new things here on the show. This is our Super Chat menu, by the way, which will work for both our Dolphins stream and our Falcons stream. $1 equals a shout-out. Every 100 subs we get, we have tortillas here, and you guys, I will get slapped in the face. We had the numbers from the beginning of tonight. Let me check in on where we currently sit. Dolphins was at 42,618. They have gained 5 subscribers since then. Falcons was at 13,054. They are up by 2 subs for right now. You don't need to edit that, Chris. I'm just reading it off. You're good. You're good. The Super Chat menu beyond that. $20 is a shot. Cheers to you, Chad Jones. Nothing like a little bourbon at 6:48 East Coast time. $50. We will text Will for you guys. Will is currently doing his master's orientation today at Arizona State, so he's busier than I would have liked him to be, unfortunately. But $50, we'll text him and hopefully not get him in too much trouble with his bosses for doing that. $100. I'll either shotgun or just straight chug it if it gets too messy, because it's all new equipment up here. I don't want to get it dirty. Red Bull, at a certain point, it will no longer be Red Bull. It will be beer for the caffeine heart mindset on that front. So that is our Super Chat menu. A big thank you to Jose Mora, Sherry May, and of course, Chad Jones in the comments for these Super Chats. We have our preseason Week 1 matchup. The Atlanta Falcons on the road against the Miami Dolphins. We're maybe 15 out, is 16 out until kickoff. It's a 7 p.m. start, but we do know how those games, don't always exactly start on time, especially in the preseason. So we'll call it 7:05 start time from that perspective, as we've kind of been going through the what to watch for. For the Dolphins, we'll also come back in on the Dolphin side of things here with where things sit. Again, the Super Chat battle standings. Dolphins leading the way, 74-98. Falcons. Now, I will say, Falcons is a new channel. It's a much smaller channel. I think what we should do to make it more competitive, Falcons Super Chats count double. That seem fair, Chris? Dolphins fans, are you okay with that? You can get Y for yes and for no in the comments section. We'll get to Scotty B's Super Chat here momentarily, but I do want to mention that the wide receiver depth is worth watching for the Dolphins in today's matchup. Don't worry, Falcons fans. Your key players to watch coming up here in a little bit as well. Cedric Wilson sounds like he's going to play. There's no Jaylen Waddle. I have no injury update on Waddle, by the way, folks. Nothing new. I think that's a minor, rib bruising, but we'll see. Nothing new on that front. As let's cut it through here. Chad Jones, who $100 super chat off the top after Scotty B threw in the 20-piece. Everyone spam Chad Jones and then who in the comment section. So we'll give Chad Jones a bonus. Tell Will that Chad Jones says hi. I guarantee Will's going to respond with who ? And then if James wants to do the Red Bull shotgun / chug, he can. Otherwise, I'll do it. $100 from Chad Jones. I would love nothing more than every other comment to be Chad Jones who, knowing that's not quite how it tends to work from that perspective. Thank you very much, Chad Jones. You are awesome. And Scotty B has a $20 super chat. Let's go Miami. Take that shot. Shotgunning a Red Bull. Or beer if you'd rather do that. That's fair. Oh, they're better if they're not cold. Yeah, you can chug one. Yeah, as long as it's all but consumed, that's fine. Cheers to you, Scotty B. Delicious. Our boss, James, CEO James, will be coming in here momentarily for the beer. You're good. Beer, Red Bull, either one. Because you've been drinking Red Bull. Yeah, you've been drinking Red Bull, so be careful there. Hey, he's going on air. I have no complaints about that. Come on up. Boss James, everyone.
Hello, Tom. Nice digs.
It is nice digs, yeah. Thank you.
Dolphins. First time on the stream, huh?
Well, Falcons is first time on the stream. Oh, I guess me for live, yeah, on Dolphins. Outside of the one time I hopped in the Dolphin suit when I think it was Chad Jones doing a big super chat. All right, everyone spam chug in the comments section the first 100-piece / maybe I'll do a bonus one too. Chug. Yeah, unmute yourself.
Chug.
Chug, 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 chug. There we go.
Let's go.
Tom.
What's up?
I can report.
Oh, we have a response from Will.
Will says who?
I told you he was going to say it. We knew he was going to say it.
Willie Fins, baby.
Grab me a Red Bull, too, to celebrate the first 100-piece. Oh, he gave the heart to Jose, so... Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. And I know Will appreciates that as well. We've got about 12 minutes here until kickoff. Let's go to what to watch for next for the Dolphins there. Chris, we'll kind of skip around a little bit here on you. We mentioned wide receiver depth, stuff going on there. See what Eric Izukama can do, see what Robbie Chosen can do. I'm excited to watch Channing Tindall tonight. David Long is not going to play. Duke Riley is not going to play. Andrew Van Ginkel will not be playing. I think they said Jerome Baker was out. Let me double check that before I get too far ahead of myself, which would then mean it's a heavy dosage of Channing Tindall. In an off-season or a preseason, I should say, yes, Baker is out, by the way, that I think he needs to show more. Your top three or your top linebackers are out. That's going to leave Tindall, Mike Rose, and Aubrey Miller as your off-ball linebackers tonight. All of those guys are going to be a key part of this particular game as, the bots are back. If you ever see the bots, type B to block the bots, by the way. We'll take care of them. As Hogan Vaughn, I think I have that pronounced correctly. I think you just have to move it up in the editor a little bit. Yeah, there you go. You got it. Hogan Vaughn has our first ever super chat on Falcons Today. He says, "Let's go, Dirty Birds." Hogan, cheers to you, my friend. I'm going to give you a free shot on that one. It's normally 20, but it's the first one ever in history on the show. So this one only, a free shot, and then I will probably have to start monitoring my intake. Because the alcohol consumption, if you ever looked at a chart, it was like off-season, like normal amounts, beer, occasional cocktail, wine with dinner. Games skyrocket off. Like in season, I don't actually drink very much outside of game days because I don't think my liver could handle that. Cheers to you, Hogan. Appreciate it. That's maybe a bit too loud of a slam, but I appreciate that. Appreciate everyone who has super chatted so far tonight. To help, oh boy, those bots are back. I don't like it. Type B to block the box, to block the bots. We might have to go to sub only earlier than planned, but we'll see about that front there. Who do you guys have winning tonight? D for the Dolphins, F for the Falcons. What we're going to do here, I have a little competition on the two channels, the two streams right now. I assume Dolphins fans are all going to be typing in their Ds. I assume Falcons fans are all going to be typing in their F. So I have the chat rates up at the current moment. And I want to see which one of the channels can win. What can get to the highest version? So Dolphins fans watching right now, spam your Ds in the comment section. That sounds a little bit dirty, but it's fine. Falcons fans, spam in your F. So I see Dat One Falcons fan, Hogan, Curtin, Drippy, Archangel, Gabriel, Kiwi, Kakashi, I think I got that right. Drippy, Mitch is in there as well. Dolphins, I see Steven, Jose, Eddie, Sherry, Lorenzo, Sean, WI, Fins fan, Fear the Kilt, SL Flame, Rick, Albert, Eddie, Aaron, Chad Jones, David Storm, Rex Garten, Kevin Smith. I actually went to high school with a Kevin Smith, by the way. I doubt they're the same person, but that's not exactly an uncommon name. Bill Lyon, Rick is in there, Charles Duncan. So keep the comments coming. Early results, Dolphins leading by, big uptick here for the Falcons. I think our Dolphins chat rate's a bit behind because right now it says 73 for the Falcons and 24 for the Dolphins. So Dolphins fans got to pick it up here with these early chat rate numbers. Big uptick. Dolphins, 96. So a slight advantage there. Keep the comments coming. The chat rate's always a bit behind, so keep the comments coming. D for the Dolphins, F for the Falcons. Now, if you guys watched Matthew Peterson's preview of this game on our Falcons channel, you know the players to watch. The report that broke quite literally about 5 minutes ago, at least that's when I saw it, Desmond Ridder will not be playing tonight for the Atlanta Falcons, so he is no longer a player to watch. Instead, you're going to see a healthy dosage of maybe some Taylor Heineke and a lot of Logan Woodside. Welcome to the preseason, folks. Producer Brad, I don't know if you heard him, just said gross in the background. We'll put Bijan on there. Arthur Smith had said the starters would play at some point. If Ritter's not playing, despite Bijan being third on the depth chart, he's not, by the way, in reality, I don't know if we're going to see Bijan tonight. So we'll have to wait and see what happens at kickoff time here. We'll find out all together live because I'm not going to be able to check the Twitter bot. Or do we have to call it X? We can call it Twitter? Yeah, I'm calling it Twitter. I don't like change. Offensive guard Matthew Bergeron, though, I do fully expect to play for the Atlanta Falcons. And I think the Falcons want him to emerge as the clear and obvious starter at the other guard spot, left guard opposite Chris Lindstrom. Now, the Dolphins are not going to have their top defensive lineman out there. No Zach Sealer, no Christian Wilkins, no Raekwon Davis. That should lead to better results for Bergeron. But ideally, outside of maybe the occasional pancake, we don't really call his name very much tonight because that means he did a good job. Troy Anderson, the linebacker next up here, the former second-round pick. We'll see how much he and Mikael Walker will play. I think we'll see some of Caden Ellis as well. But I think Anderson, for what he can become, seeing that next step forward this year is going to go a very long way for the Falcons moving forward. Also, their safety, Richie Grant, no longer being counted on to be the number one safety. That's Jesse Bates' job. There's actually kind of funny how 3 second-round picks, a first-round pick, and a third-round pick, all from recent years on this list, because those are the young, fun guys there. We'll see how much of those guys end up playing. I'm going to see if I can find just a quick search of the bot here, if I can see a list of what Falcons are not going to play tonight. I got the full list from that side. As we have another $100 super chat. Chad Jones?
Who?
Chad Jones?
Who?
Another 101 from
Let's
James.
go.
From Chad. He says, James is thirsty. LOL. I guess Chad wants James to do another one. At some point, I'll do them as well. But Chad Jones coming through with the $100 super chat. Chad Jones, the legend himself. You guys know the drill. Chad Jones, who? Chad Jones, who? $100 super chat from Chad, the absolute MVP there. Chad, you are a legend. We really do appreciate you here at Dolphins Today. How about Chad coming through? We'll have James come back. I think he just took a call, actually. James is going to be back in here a little bit to do another chug for you. I'll probably do one as well. But Chad Jones, the $100 super chat again. Going to take down the Falcons stream single-handedly by himself. Appreciate that, Chad. You're very kind as well. Let's see. I can make sure I'm not missing any other super chats that have come in here recently. We'll get James in here in a little bit too for another. Maybe I'll do one. Maybe I'll do the Red Bull chug. Get myself nice and wired up for the game from that perspective. We also have a super chat from Blake Love. $2 says, let's get this W, go Fins. I'm all for wins, don't get me wrong. I'll also say this. I don't know how impactful or how much the win versus L matters tonight. Like, you're not playing any of your real starters. You're not putting out a bunch of your critically important players because you don't want to risk injury at that point. So what you want to see is some of your young individual players show some progress from that perspective. That's what you'd like to see from that angle of like being in good shape there. Now, we're going to put on sub-only chat here because some of the bots came back. So Dolphins is going to be on sub-only chat here. If you guys want a shout-out on Dolphins or on Falcons, type me in the comment section here. We should get to some kickoff in a little bit between the Dolphins and the Falcons. If James wants to come in here to do the chug, if not, I'll do it. I already turned it on. You're good. Yeah. So sub-only chat is on. I see Ruski237, Paul B, Chad Jones, Sherry May, Fear the Kilt, Tua is my dad 2020 or 22. Sean Strauss, David Storm, Sherry May. That's too long of a name for me to read after several shots. David, Jonathan, Albert, Bill Lyon, Gold Dolphins 09. Jose is in there. Scotty B is in there. David is back in there. Scotty B as well. So keep the me's coming in the comment section. We are still a few minutes away from actual kickoff of this game, by the way. It's not going to be a instantaneous start. I know it says 7 p.m., but they never, ever actually start on time. That's not how they tend to do things either. So get the me's coming in the comment section. Once the game gets going, we'll get that second beer shotgun chug, Red Bull shotgun chug, but we're waiting for the game to get going here. Now, that's for the me's. Now, we will also make note, every 500 likes on today's show is a shot. If you guys want me to be forced to Uber home like a responsible adult, get the likes going right now. This works on both channels since we are simulcasting right now on Falcons and on our Dolphins stream, of course. Every 500 is a shot. We're at 81 right now on our Dolphins channel and 33 on our Falcons channel with almost 3x the audience on each of those. So we can easily get to those numbers pretty much, I'd say, every single quarter, especially as more people tune in here since we're not quite out. I think they exited the tunnel, looks like 2 minutes ago. So I think we still got some time before the game actually gets going, by the way. Our guesstimation was 7:05 We will see if that actually happens or not, because we know how things tend to go. I will make note, looks like, a good note here from Joe Shad for you Dolphins fans out there. Mike White, we know he's going to start at quarterback. The offensive line in front of him, we'll see if this ends up being the case for the game itself, was Jerron Christian, Isaiah Wynn, Uluave, Jones, and Tunstall as your offensive line, which I am maybe slightly surprised. I don't think I missed Austin Jackson not playing, but either way, that's James Tunstall, the UDFA, which would be very, very interesting from that perspective. So remember, folks, every 500 subs and likes is a shot on today's show. We're at 102 on the like side and 37 on that side here. As we await kickoff, I should say, should be coming up soon, hopefully. Our guesstimation was 7:05. I don't know if that's going to be accurate or not, because it's just not. It's the NFL preseason. They never really start. I mean, what time did the NFL Hall of Fame games start? Like 7:15 or something, or 8:15, like something ridiculous. It was really delayed. So kickoff will be happening here in a matter of moments. We will have what we always have for you guys: preseason, regular season. It's a watch party. News, anything that happens. We'll have play-by-play of the game, stats, scores, etc. Make sure you guys have liked today's video and, of course, are subscribed. Every 500 subs is a shot. If we get to the next milestone on each channel, Dolphins, that's 43,000 as we approach, or about 730 away here. Falcons got a lot longer to go, about 1,000 from that, which just hit the new milestone. Everyone in the office gets to slap me in the face with a tortilla. If we get to the next milestone, which potentially could be 2 slaps for everybody, if we end up getting there. So it's 43,000 subs for the Dolphins, as we are now at 42,631 on that front, and 14 for the Falcons. We are at 13,061 on that perspective. So we, again, are still awaiting kickoff. So how about you guys sound off in the comments with who you have winning tonight? A little comment battle between our 2 live streams going on right now. The Falcons Today audience and the Dolphins Today audience. It's D for the Dolphins, F for the Falcons. If either channel hits or surpasses, I should say, the previous chat rate high, I'll do a little half shot, just in case it ends up beating me and they both do it, so I'm not too drunk. 130 chat rate is what it was for the Dolphins, and the Falcons side of it was 93, so actually not that far behind. So spam the comments section with who you guys have winning tonight. D for the Dolphins, F for the Falcons. Get it flowing in the comment section here, a little comment battle, if you will. I'll give some shout-outs, too, as these flow in. Robert Champion says F, rise up. John Haven says F. Christopher Brown, Pete Roberson, Drippy, Deacon Marsh, Archangel, TJ, Archangel again, Mark Hogan, who had the first ever super chat on Falcons Today. Justin Gilly, Drippy as well. Ooh, Drippy said C, which I think he meant F. I don't know, that's kind of weird. Condemned Big Stro. And then on the Dolphins side of it, it is Sherry May, Chad Jones, who naturally Miss Ray, Davin Storm is in there, DeJacob, Rick, Michael Wright, The Rank, Lazy Lollipop 4. That's a fun username. I like that one. Let's see. I've got Pete, Bill Lyon, DeJacob in there again. Let's see what else we've got. Rick Gillis, Minx is in there. Chad Jones is always in the comment section. Things you just love to see happening out there. Chad Jones again. I just keep seeing his name pop up there. The Rank, Fast 26 Chaser is in there. Let's see what else we've got. We've got Bill Lyon, back to the Falcon side. Chris Newman, official Joey Nuts, Joey Nuns. Oh, I just nutsed myself, which is hilarious. I see Chris Newman, Drippy as well, Lazy Lollipop, Davin as well, and a super chat coming out as well on the Dolphins side of things. Excuse me, my bad. A tennis ball smacked my nuts, who I believe is coming over from our Cowboys channel, most specifically here. By the way, I can confirm the game is not yet quite started. Still no kickoff yet on that front. So our 7:05 estimation was not the best from that perspective. So we'll break things down here momentarily. We've got Falcons for Life says F. Oh, he's on the Dolphins side too. Ooh. Okay, it has started. All right, we'll break that down here momentarily as soon as things get set up on our end, folks. Sorry about the delay. Let's see, I've got Davin Storm, Sherry May, bought off-season ticket. There you go. Keep the comments coming. D for the Dolphins, F for the Falcons here, folks, for this comment battle. Let me see if I can get this set up here. Stand by, folks. Should have it momentarily. D for the Dolphins, F for the Falcons. All right, I've got it on this end, by the way. Cool. All right, so 2nd and 7 for the Dolphins. They have the ball at their own. I look down here. That's where the game is right now for me. For the Dolphins at their own 40.5-yard line. Mike White in the shotgun. Play action pass. Has plenty of time. Over the middle. Finds a man for the first down and a little bit more at Cedric Wilson. Nice little deep in as the Dolphins are marching on this drive. 14 minutes to go now in the first quarter. Wilson beat number 21. That's Mike Hughes on the route as the Dolphins are now in Falcons territory on this drive. So 1st and 10 for the Fins. I moved it over here now. White's under center. Handoff to Myles Gaskin off the left side. Not a lot there. A big hit by several Dolphins. Making the tackle officially was Timmy Horn, the nose tackle for Atlanta. So 2nd and 9 coming up here for the Miami Dolphins. They are in Falcons territory, 13:20 to go in the first quarter. Looks like Liam Eichenberg got the start at left guard for Miami. I see there's UDFA center out there. Alama Uluvier. 2 tight end set, tight formation. Handoff again to Gaskin. Got some space on the edge. Is going to get about 6 of it on 2nd and 9. Tackle made, I believe, there by Michael Walker. So 3rd and 2 coming up here for the Miami Dolphins in Miami for the first preseason game of the season. It's 3rd down. You guys can type in 3 in the comment section here, or S for stop if you're a Falcons fan. We are simulcasting right now on both channels, I should say. I've got Salvin Ahmed out wide here as White will come in, or will send somebody in motion. It's Ahmed to his left, 3rd and 3. He drops back to pass, looking right, throws, caught, first down at the 30 by Braxton Berrios as the Dolphins are marching on their opening drive here. Berrios will check out. Gaskin's going to check back in here. Gaskin has 3 carries for 11 yards so far tonight. It's a first down Dolphins. Type in 1 if you are a Dolphins fan as, okay, we're set up now. It's just delayed or just buggy. That's how it works sometimes on the NFL Plus side of it. All right, now I got the big screen pulled up here. So 1st and 10 for the Fins from, the marker says the 30. The ball says the 29, by the way. White's in the shotgun. It's a little RPO over the middle. Caught first down and a little bit more inside the 20. A first down pickup for the Dolphins. That's River Craycraft. Type in 1 for a first down. Or boo if you're a Falcons fans, as we are inside the BetUS red zone for the first time tonight. Just a simple little dig route there, almost just a deep post by Craycraft. We're inside the BetUS red zone, folks. You guys can get 125% deposit bonus when you use promo code CHAT125 at chatsports.com/bet. All right, White under center. Handoff is a man in the backfield. Gaskin makes him miss, and he picks up 6. I didn't quite get the number there, but there was a free rusher in the backfield one-on-one against Myles Gaskin, and whoever it was just whiffed. Gaskin should have been tackled for a loss of 2. That was number 47 for the Falcons. That's Arnold Ebiketie, the Penn State edge rusher, had him dead to rights, and Gaskin made a miss. 2nd and 4, boot action. White rolling, throws, batted in the air, picked off. Going the other way, the Falcons, Mike Hughes, a red zone interception. Oh, sorry, excuse me, DeMarco Helms. My bad, I saw it was 37, not 27 in there. DeMarco Helms, the UDFA out of Alabama. It's an INT as the Falcons take over. They ran a boot left. White had a man. It was contact at the catch point. Trey Flowers hit the tight end. Ball bounces up in the air. And the UDFA, DeMarco Helms out of Alabama, to the delight of producer Chris, comes away with the INT. Oh my. So a great opening drive for Miami. They had marched all the way down the field. It was an 8-play, 53-yard drive. They had the ball at the 15 or inside the 10-yard line, trying to go to Tyler Croft on that play. Ball bounces up in the air, contact at the catch point. Didn't look like it was PI. Might have been maybe a half beat early, if that. Remember to unmute yourself there. Mm-hmm. They were just marching straight forward down there. I do owe, if you can message Brett to bring me in a Red Bull here. Remember, the light means it's muted. Yeah. Chris was muted. Everyone type L in the comments section. I do owe a Red Bull chug. You'll see producer Chris is up there now, by the way. We changed it, guys. He's up there now. Told you, new stuff happening here.
What I was saying, though, the Dolphins moved the ball very easily down the field until that last play.
White to Wilson for 17, Gaskin a couple yards on the ground, Berrios for 5, Craycraft for 14. It was a good drive for the Falcons before it all kind of fell apart with that red zone INT. Heartbreaking on that front there. So keep the INTs coming. The bots are on our Falcons channel. I'll hide them when they pop up. So INTs in the comments for the Falcons and a brutal one there. Kale 2K is Cam Smith playing. I believe he is. I believe he's going to be playing in this game. We'll see what happens here momentarily when the Falcons trot out there. I'll check on Bijan. Again, we'll know in a matter of moments when he comes out there. But I haven't seen him from that perspective. Looks like he's in pads. Bijan's in uniform tonight. So we will see on that front.
Let's go, Falcons fans.
Let's do it.
Come on. This is your year. It's your time to shine, baby. Rise up.
It is indeed.
Dirty Birds all day.
Chris went to Alabama, so he's got some Falcons fans in him. All right, Atlanta is out there now on offense. Let's see who's out there. Getting the start at quarterback tonight is Logan Woodside. You might only see Woodside tonight. Couldn't tell who the number was. Looks like that's Cordero Patterson or Tyler Algier. Handoff on the first play for the Falcons, a gain of a couple. I think that was Tyler Algier. Or is that Carlos Washington? That's Carlos Washington Jr., the UDFA, going out there. Now, as promised for Chad Jones, I do owe a beer chugs. I couldn't tell if it was 25 or 28. Carlos Washington gets the first carry for Atlanta. This might be a backups only game, folks. Woodside's in the pistol. Looks like Washington's still behind him. Tight formation, receivers are close to line of scrimmage. Play action pass, free rusher, check down to Washington. Washington will get about 6 of it to bring up third down. We owe one more, either beer chug or Red Bull chug. I'm down to do it. Brett's going to do it? Brett's going to do it. We owe one more for Chad Jones' 100-piece. We didn't forget about it. Just trying to get the game set up for us. Next TV timeout, we'll do it. Third down. Everyone type 3 in the comments section. Woodside in the pistol from the 21-yard line. The fact they put Washington out there means I don't think we're going to see Bijan tonight. Motion coming. And Washington's the 5th string, though. Handoff to Washington. He gets the first down. Gets to the 25-yard line. Off tackle right. Type in your first in the comments section if you're a Falcons fan, or if you're excited that the Dolphins defense gets to play more. Maybe that's the route you want to go from that perspective. Just a stretch off tackle right play. Nice combo block there. I think that was Michael Manette. Tough to see the exact number out there. So more pistol. It's all the Falcons have done. Woodside's in the pistol. Dolphins showing pressure off that nickel to the left of Woodside. They're going to bring it. Woodside, quick hitch, incomplete. Trying to go to Frank Darby, the former Arizona State product. They did it for Will Scott. 8:30 now to go in the first quarter. If you're just now tuning in, the Dolphins were marching on their opening drive. They got the ball all the way inside the 9, and then interception. DeMarco Hellams picks it off in the end zone for the Atlanta Falcons. Now it's 2nd and 10. I call that play the inside toss, where the toss play normally, of course, goes way to the outside. Newish wave element of that is they toss it up, and the running back runs between the guard and the tackle still, which I don't really know what the benefit is, but hey, whatever works for him. So 3rd and 7 now. Let's see what Logan Woodside can do in maybe his first true passing situation. Here, 3rd and 4, he still could have run it. Trips right for Atlanta. Motion for Scotty Miller. He's in the game. He's now to the left. 2 receivers each side. Woodside looking over the middle. Finds a man. Caught. First down. Scotty Miller with the reception. Maybe the most notable player I've seen playing so far for Atlanta, when your 3rd string quarterback and your 5th string running back was in the game. Just looking left the whole time. Little pick play there, basically. I did not have my pronunciation guide set up before today's show began, which I know I'm going to need. Boot right, Woodside, check down, caught to the 40, to the 42. That was the fullback, I believe, the backup fullback, Clint Rakovich. Is that the Northern Illinois kid? Let me pull it up here. I was right. It is. Okay. I did notes on him way back when. The preseason game is great for me because I go, I know that guy, and it's the one time a year I get to say that I know him. Toss play again, right side. No gain there. Oh, he did stay in bounds, actually. A nice little run there. Let me make sure I get the pronunciation right here because it's a tricky name. I believe it's pronounced Iwebuke. There's a W and a G mixed in there. I'm pretty sure it's Godwin Iwebuke. Falcons fans, correct me if I am wrong, but it is a first down for Atlanta. 3rd and 3, my bad. 6:25 to go now in the first quarter. As you guys can tell, the TV's over there. That's why I'm looking off screen. So Falcons can run the football if they want to here. It is once again pistol set. Motion for Scotty Miller. Fake toss, flag on the play. They throw it back to Miller. It's a first down. And then Miller makes the linebacker miss, juked him out of his shoes. That's Mike Rose, who eventually made the tackle. But multiple flags flew. This might be a procedural flag on Atlanta. We should bring over the push-ups, shouldn't we? For all of them. That's a flag on Atlanta. Say it for the Cowboys. Yeah. Oh, we should have. I can get those. So what happened there? 2 guys in motion. And no one got set. I think that was Parker Hesse who was not set for Atlanta. So all kinds of chaos there. 2 tight ends left, 2 receivers right. Pistol set, play action pass. Woodside will check it down to Washington. He's going to get 6, 7, fairly generous spot. It's 4th and 1. You go for it. It's the go tempo, run the quarterback sneak. They're going to punt it. Punting on 4th and 1 in the preseason when you have a veteran punter, mind you, and Bradley Pinion, is cowardice. Just go for it. Now they said it's 4th and 2. but it's 1. That marker says 1. Maybe it's 1 3/4, but so Bradley Pinion on for the punt here. Didn't catch who was back for Miami. They're going to let it caught by Berrios, the 20, hit by 4, 5, 6 Falcons to the 21-yard line. So that is where the Dolphins will take back over. 4:51 to go here in the first quarter. It's time for your cheers. We'll make sure it gets set up full screen here momentarily. As it is 0-0, 4:50 here in the first quarter. We do owe a giant beer chug or Red Bull chug, which maybe I'll do it at halftime there. Will be some fun there. But Chad Jones, who threw in a $100 super chat earlier today. We appreciate that, Chad Jones. We were getting the game trying to set up at the same time there. We have not delivered on our promise. Every $100 super chat is either a Red Bull or beer, shotgun or chug. We'll bring on Boss Brett here momentarily for his own beer chug. We got
What's up here in Cincy? What's up?
Boss Man Brett.
All right, Chad Jones.
Who?
We missed you, buddy.
We do.
We missed you, but we got you covered. We're going to have a good Dolphins season for sure. Let's go
Yes,
Dolphins.
we will.
Let's go Falcons. We love
There you go. Chad Jones is spamming chug. Everyone else spam chug in the comment section. Chug, 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 chug. That's pretty good. Well done.
Wasn't too cold, so it kind of worked.
The cold is what gets you. That's what makes it not fun there. So thank you, Chad Jones. We appreciate that here. And our Falcons audience, of course, watching as well. We are simulcasting tonight's game. The preseason schedule gets super wonky. We're trying to get to as many channels as possible. And because, the win-loss outcome isn't nearly, and frankly doesn't matter as well as, Chad Jones, another one, says make it 2. I think it's my turn to chug, though. I think it's my turn. I kind of want to do the Red Bull one, though. Well, Red Bull one. I had one earlier. Probably shouldn't have more than 2 in like a 6-hour span. But that's not good for your heart. But Chad Jones, another $100 super chat. Thank you, Chad. He's a real one. That's fine if it's not cold. Cheers to you. Let's see if I can finish it before the game resumes. That's for you, Chad. That's why I pull away the mic, because it's really gross when I burp like that. That's the carbonation right there. Thank you, Chad. I appreciate it. Liam Eichenberg back out there at left guard for Miami. That's one of the better players playing tonight based on what we've seen so far. I see Keon Smith in there at left tackle. Man, this is the backups of backups game. Very distant camera view. It's a boot left for Mike White. Wants to go downfield. Nothing there. Takes a sack. A loss of 10. Nothing there for the Dolphins on top of a big play. It was Nate Landman, the linebacker. They ran a play action. They wanted to go deep downfield. I think that was Robbie Chosen they had their eyes on. Well covered by Atlanta. And it's a big sack. Loss of 9. Back to the 14-yard line. So White in the shotgun. Trips right. 4-man front. White will check it down to Gaskin. He's going to get to the 23-24. Call it a gain of 7. I'll give it 8 or 9. So it's back to basically 3rd and 10 here. Gaskin will check out. We've not yet seen De'Von Achane, who I am excited to see out there at some point, I hope. Been Gaskin on early downs, and I assume Ahmed has checked back in. He has. Here on 3rd down and 10 for the Miami Dolphins. Shotgun, they're going to bring Wilson, I think that was in motion. White over the middle, behind, nearly picked, and a flag comes out. This might be defensive pass interference on Atlanta. Let's see what the flag is for. Illegal contact on Atlanta. That was number 40. I think it was actually number 3. That's Mykal Walker. Did they announce that it's 40, though? Right, Chris? They announced that it's number 40? That's what I thought I heard. But it was on Mykal Walker. Just contact while the ball's in the air. Was jamming too far downfield, basically. Honestly, it wasn't a great throw. So, White in the shotgun. 5-man front for the Falcons. Little handoff behind to Gaskin. He's going to make a man miss. He's way behind the line of scrimmage. Does a nice job to get a gain of 1, frankly, or a loss of 1. Basically, it's just a long stretch play. They hand it off behind the quarterback and just blown up on the right side. There was never anything there for Gaskin. Basically broke a tackle to only lose 1 instead of 3. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 11. White in the shotgun. Gaskin to his right. More motion. That is tight end Tyler Kroft out wide. 3 left now. Gaskin going to kind of jet motion out to the right. Screen to Braxton Berrios. Berrios gets half of it. Solid blocking there. Other linemen I see out there for Miami. I see Alama Uluavi, the center. I think I saw Robert Jones as well. As Savon Ahmed's going to check in here. Lester Cotton's in the game on the right side. Keon Smith's in there at the left tackle. So this is really the third string offensive line minus left guard Liam Eichenberg. That's what this is for the Dolphins. So Berrios in motion, 3rd and 5. Get those 3s in. White, out route. Incomplete, good coverage off the chest of Berrios, but the defender was in a good position. Ball kind of floated going out there. I thought it might get picked for a second. Falls incomplete. So 4th and 5, and the Dolphins will punt on that front. So Jake Bailey, the lone punter on the Dolphins, out there right now. I wonder if this is going to be maybe Penny Hart or Scotty Miller back for the Falcons. Haven't seen who it is yet. It's going to be, who is that? Matthew Sexton back on the return. Takes it at his own 26. Reverses field. Gets to the 30. 31 taken down on the play. Did not catch the number. Might have been Channing Tindall, actually. It was Channing Tindall. So a sighting of the Dolphins' 3rd-round pick on that play. Now, we are in a subscriber battle, folks. Falcons and the Dolphins. Every 100 new subscribers we gain, do we make it? It's a slap of me. Forgot about that. Every 100 subs we gain is a slap of me. We began the night 42,618 on our Dolphins channel. We're at 42,663. So we're half-ish way there for a tortilla slap of me. Our Falcons channel is now up to 13,069. So only 15 new ones on that one. We are simulcasting today's live show on both channels, Dolphins Today and Falcons Today. It's the preseason. We're trying to get as much coverage as possible, but all the games are weird. All the hosts are stretched thinner than usual. So we're simulcasting today, as we normally do on for the Dolphins preseason, and for the first time ever on our Falcons channel. So I do appreciate that one. Update number here, the Falcons, 2 more subs have been gained. Dolphins, 3 more subs have been gained. So waiting the 718 figure. And I know producer Chris wants it real bad. He wants to slap me first and foremost, which makes me worried about things moving forward. But if you haven't already, folks, hit that sub button on whichever channel you're watching right now. Free videos all throughout the preseason, all throughout the regulars. We'll do some winners and losers from the preseason games as well. So please, make sure you guys are subscribed so you don't miss anything here at Dolphins Today or Falcons Today. Both channels, we have you guys covered for your respective teams all season long. Again, go subscribe if you haven't already done so. Today's show is also made possible by BetUS. Chatsports.com/bets. Promo code CHAT125, 125% deposit bonus when you put down at least $100. That's chatsports.com/bet. Promo code is chat125. We appreciate everyone who signs up there. I like to bet the under in the preseason games. So far, trending in that direction, with it being 0-0 here in the first quarter. The Super Chat battle, by the way, we'll put the actual number up, but we're going to count Falcons as double because they are kind of behind at this point. So Falcons football. Looks like it's still Carlos Washington out there for Atlanta at running back. I don't think we're going to have Bijan tonight. He was in uniform, though. Logan Woodside at quarterback. Motion Scotty Miller. Play action. Over the middle, Woodside. Caught. Nice catch made. Over the middle by Josh Ali. That's a tough catch to make and a tight throw to make there by Woodside. Running a dig at basically 12 yards into double coverage. Honestly, good coverage by Noah Igbignogany, the guy who got beat. His hand's right there. There's no real separation. That's a really good throw by Woodside and a great hands catch by Josh Ali. I-form set now for the Falcons. Woodside makes this signal, normally checking into a second play. Based on the front, it's going to be a handoff to Washington. He gets 2 yards. That's about it. So Carlos Washington getting the run for Atlanta, the Southeastern Louisiana UDFA, who I did not get to in my pre-draft study, which maybe shouldn't be a huge surprise on that front there. So 2nd and 8 here for the Falcons. See what they dial up. That's just all. It's been all pistol today, folks. Woodside, bit of a high snap, not too high. Looking left, over the middle, caught. Another first down by Atlanta. That's Penny Hart, the former Seahawks wide receiver, and that will be the final play, I believe, of the first quarter. Aubrey Miller, made the tackle on that one. Hart heads to the sideline. I believe that will be the final play here of the quarter. Emmanuel Ogbah, by the way, is out there for Miami, which kind of surprises me that he's getting run when most of the key players have not been out there at this stage. It's just very, very interesting to see that going on there. All right, like battle time, Dolphins fans, look, the sub numbers are very different. The audience live numbers, which is understandable. You're barely beating Falcons today in the likes. It is 173 against 63. You're up by less than barely 100 when you have over almost 300 more audience. So Falcons fans, I'm proud of you guys. Way to show up. Like the video if you haven't already. Here's what's going to happen. These numbers, don't change them, Chris. Every 100 likes we get on either channel will be a shot until the game resumes for the start of the second quarter. Every 100 likes. So we'll get the clock rolling here until the game resumes. Every 100 likes, shot time, folks. So that's 163 on our Falcons channel. There's enough audience watching to get there. Dolphins, 273. And there's about 500 people watching there. So that you should be able to get there. So if you haven't already, like the video right now. 173, 163, or 63 is where we began. Maybe I should have made it 50 for the Falcons. 50, if you get there on 50 on either, I'll do a big beer cheers. I think that seems fair. Meet you guys halfway. 207 on Dolphins. It's once the first snap begins and I look back over. So it's kind of like the play a game stuff of clock hits 0, then you look back down and you see if it changed. That's what we're doing tonight. So 80 likes, the 50 number would then be 113. You guys can get there. Like the video if you haven't already. Every 100 likes, shot of not a sponsor, starts with a J, but is not Daniels. Falcons, 50 likes, by the way, we'll do a cheers. So 213 on Dolphins. We're approaching the 50 number there. I don't know if we can get to 273. Those 400 people watching, which makes me sad. 82 likes on Falcons. Like that video if you had, or again, we are simulcasting here on the Falcons and Dolphins channels. Those are the numbers up there right now. Chad Jones, we do have a Falcons stream. We had the super chat come in earlier as well. 152 on Falcons, 87 now likes on the Falcons stream. 219 on the Dolphins, so the extension is rising a bit there. I think we're going to get there for the 50 like number on Dolphins. I got to do math here. Ooh, we're 3 likes away from 50 on Miami. Give me that giant beer chug because the play's about to resume. It's about to come back. It's Falcons football. We're 1 like away. Oh, it's going to be right at the buzzer. Woodside's in the pistol. I'll look back after the... Oh, 225 we got there. As the snap happens, Woodside rolls right high. Caught. It's a nice catch. Was that Parker Hesse? Who was that? That was Tucker Fisk. Correction. That was a high throw and a nice catch there. Giant beer cheers to you guys, Dolphins fans. Bottoms up. There we go. Oh, are they going to do this stuff again? I despise this. The game is going on, and they're going to interview players. Dumb. Woodside pistol handoff up the middle. Washington gets the first down for Atlanta past the 30. Correction. Godwin Iwebuike gets the first down pick up there. Gain of 7 on that one. Or sorry, gain of 11 there. So second down coming up here. From the 29-yard line. It's 1st and 10. That's still Iwebuike in the game as he gets the handoff here. Up the middle, inside the 20, as we are back inside the BetUS red zone for the first time. For the Falcons, I should say. We're in there for the Dolphins earlier today. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code CHAT125 gets you a 125% deposit bonus at chatsports.com/bet. As the Tua interview continues. 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line here. Iwebuike looks like the lone back here for Atlanta. It's a handoff again up the middle. He gets to the 11-yard line. A nice run there for the Falcons back. Like Mike White's chatting with, I think that's Frank Smith on the sideline. Now they can get back to the game here. It is 2nd and a couple here for the Falcons. They've been driving on this one. From the 11, 2nd and 3. Iwebuike is the lone back. Single back set. Handoff to the right. Cuts it up the middle. Reverses and gets inside the end zone. Iwebuike, a touchdown for Atlanta. The first points of the night. 12:33 to go in the second quarter. And the former Lions running back gets into the end zone for a score. Just a zone stretch play. Cut it back up behind the center guard combination and gets into the end zone for 6. So finally points on the board. Falcons fans can type in TD. Dolphins fans feel free to boo in the comments section. Younghoe Koo on for the extra points. He doinked it! No good! No good! Off the right upright. That was never really in. It started right and stayed right the whole time. So LOLs, I think, are worthy of there in the comment section. As the extra point is doinked off the right upright. And I'll get some TD shout-outs here. I see Drippy, Log Bits, Archangel is on our Falcons channel, by the way. Clay is in there. Coach Spivey Science. Blake types in his TD. LH, Elrod. Blake again spams his TD. Trey Akel, I'm not sure how to pronounce how to necessarily pronounce on that front there. Falcons fans will type in your TD. Only 6, though, following let me get the exact numbers for you guys here, a 8-play, 68-yard scoring drive. Godwin Ibuke, 5 carries, 40 yards, and a score tonight, capped off by that 11-yard rushing touchdown. A big drive there for Atlanta. I'll see I think that's Rise Goku is what it's going to be in there. It's a bunch of X's in there. He says his TD in there. Sherry May says, LOL angry. I get it. I would say across the board, by the way, folks, don't get too worried about the end result. Focus on a couple players and get excited or mad about those guys. This is third team versus third team tonight. These are not key players out there for either side of the football. It's the third string offensive line for Miami, minus your left guard, Liam Eichenberg, which, hey, maybe he is actually a third stringer. You know, people are talking. That's how it goes. I didn't see much of Cam Smith. At least I didn't see him targeted at all from what I can remember. He's not in the stat sheet right now. Maybe he's getting, maybe we'll get to play some more later. Igbinoghene. The Falcons are playing none of their top 3 backs. It's their third string quarterback. It's backups. Backups right now. Get the comment section flowing here, folks. Spam the chat with your city. And we'll give some shout-outs here, by the way. Sure, I get that. You expect a lot out of your team. I get that. That's fair. I understand. I understand. But I wouldn't get be mad at the moment, but don't bring it home with you, I guess is the way maybe I go about that there. So kickoff time now for the Falcons. Guess who's back, folks, on the return for the Miami Dolphins? De'Von Achane. Back there. So we'll see if Achane gets a chance to run this one back. It'd be very exciting if he did. He's a yard deep in his own end zone. Kick is away. Achane will let it go out of the end zone. Didn't have a chance. That hit just inside the back of the end zone. A kickoff from Bradley Pinion. So going to be more Mike White for Miami. Cities I see. Dealing Space Coast, Florida Space Coast, I should say. Los Angeles, St. George, Atlanta, Rochester, Atlanta, Green Acres, Phoenix City, Alabama, Atlanta, Honolulu is in there. So Dolphins back out there on offense. I think that's Savon Ahmed. Or is that Chris Brooks? It is, oh no, it's Gaskin. I was wrong, it's Gaskin. Reverse handoff. Couple yard gain and more to the 30, 35, past the first down marker. A nice little jet sweep handoff. Eric Ezukanma. I like that run there for Miami. Inside jet sweep. He did a fantastic job to spin off of an unblocked Zach Harrison. Had him in the backfield for a loss of 2, just spins away from it, and it's a nice carry. So Eric Ezukanma getting his first run of at least of this game we've seen. 1st and 10 for Mike White. Handoff up the middle. Gaskin makes a man miss and picks up 8. He just kind of ducked under a tackler. He was, I thought, going to get a yard, maybe 2, and he gets more than that. So 2nd and short now for the Miami Dolphins. Call it 2 yards. Gaskin's been getting the majority of the work with the running in the running game outside of Ezukanma. It was a 13-yard carry, by the way. 2nd and 4. 11:25 to go in the second quarter. I-form set. Handoff up the middle. First down and more. Gaskin. 45 makes another man miss. 40, 35, 30, 25. Taken down at the 21-yard line. Myles Gaskin, a fantastic run. That's a gain of 35. For the Miami Dolphins.
That's 3 plays in a row right there. Just terrible tackling by the Falcons.
Multiple misses there. I think that was Richie Grant. Was that Jalen Hawkins in there? Oh, no, Micah Abernathy couldn't bring him down. Eventually, finally brought down by, I think that was Natrone Brooks. I think that was.
Well, you got to wrap him up.
Got to wrap him up.
Come on. What are we doing?
1st and 10. Handoff for the Dolphins. It's a gain of a couple. Believe that was, by the way, it was De'Von Achane. We have a super chat, $2, Andrew Carbonara says Skylar Thompson over Mike White. Who's with me? Yeah. Use the small one there. You're good. So Achane still in the game, 2nd and 6 from the 17. Play action, boot left. White is going to check it down, caught at the first down marker. Should be a first down as we bring up Andrew's super chat here. To Eric Saubert. So 10 minutes to go here. Saubert, the coverage man there for the Falcons, was Arnold Ebiketie again. He bid on the play fake. Inside of 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 1st and 10 for Miami. From the 11. Multiple motions here. White in the shotgun. Handoff to Achane, I believe. And he's going to get maybe a yard, maybe 2, if that. And a little bit of extra whistles going on afterward. Everything seems okay there. We are inside the BetUS red zone, folks. Head over to chatsports.com/bet. Use promo code CHAT125 for a 125% deposit bonus. That's chatsports.com/bet. Promo code CHAT125. All right, 2nd and 8. Empty set look as Achane split out wide right. White's in the shotgun. Looking left, now right. Over the middle, dangerous throw. Incomplete. Intended target was Cedric Wilson.
I think that ball was tipped at the line, Tom.
Actually would make sense. That kind of fluttered out there and was behind Wilson. So 3rd and 8. Type in your threes for us. 3rd down. McDaniel calling in the play. Also, again, my screen's over here. Berrios in motion from right to left. Shotgun set. White drops back to pass. Over the middle, caught by Achane, rocked on the play. It's a gain of 4, but they needed 6. It's 4th down. They're going to go for it. Should have had a type in 4. That was on me. And ride with sub here. 4th and 2 for the Fins. Inside the BetUS red zone. Push it, Chris. 4th and 2. From the 3. Got to get to the 1. White in the shotgun. Trips right. False start not called. White steps up. End zone. Broken up. Incomplete. The Falcons defense stands strong again in the red zone. That was, I couldn't see the front number on it. Oh, Berrios was open. White saw him late. That is a great pass breakup, folks.
What a recovery.
Berrios was open. I think that's Breon Borders making the PBU there. Borders, who I think is technically suspended to start the season, breaks up that play. So a big play there by the Falcons defense. Twice now, Miami on their 3 drives, 2 of them, they've gotten the ball inside the 10, one of them inside the 5, and they've come away with 0 points. Now, when you have your starters out there, and that play's going to Tyreek Hill from Tua instead of, Mike White to Berrios, that probably ends up being a touchdown. But it's disappointing in anyway there. So I do see some bots. Falcons fans, I'm going to put us on sub-only chat. So if you want to comment, you got to be subscribed. And if you see the bots, as always, type in B to block them. It's always an issue during the live watch party. It's just how it tends to go from that perspective. So I do think, I'm curious what you think here, Producer Chris. I think White's got to get the ball out quicker and further out. He had him open. Saw him late, didn't get it out in the right placement either.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you said, if that was Tyreek Hill, he's probably got him burnt. DB's not going to make the recovery like that. That was a good defensive play. You got to give it to the defender right there, though.
I think if you want to go back and do like the screen grab of it, when the ball comes out versus when the play is, there's about maybe a 2-yard gap there.
Yeah.
Like if you put that one on a rope, I get there's some pressure. You're getting to your third or fourth read at that point. I get all that, but they got to get a little bit quicker on that front. All right, if we get to 43,000 subscribers on Dolphins Today, everyone here in the office, producer Chris, boss man Brett, CEO James, everyone gets to slap me in the face with a tortilla. We are at 42,684. And changes to 13.5 for the Falcons. Let's make it a bit more realistic. 13.5 for the Falcons, yeah. So we are 316 subs away on Dolphins Today from into that figure. We're close. I think we can get there. Falcons Today, if we get to 13.5K, which is about 420 away, same thing. Everyone gets to slap me in the face with a tortilla. Falcons in the pistol, I believe, from their own, they marked it at the 4 now, which is suspicious. Handoff up the middle to Washington. Washington is going to get 7. The Falcons, their plan of attack so far has been inside zone, inside zone, inside zone, and they are gashing the Dolphins front. I'll try to get some numbers for the Dolphins out there in terms of who's been, kind of impactful quiet so far. None of the starters are out there. I think that's Brandon Peely in there at nose guard for Miami. Play action pass for Woodside. Deep downfield, caught barely in past the 30. That was a floaty pass behind the intended receiver. Was brought down by the way, with another former bust, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside on a deep dig going up against Cam Smith for the Miami Dolphins. Smith almost recovered to break up the pass, couldn't get there in time. 1st and 10 for Atlanta. Woodside is 8 of 9 for 73 yards, by the way. Motion, that's not Frank Darby, but it is motion. Handoff to Washington, who's going to get a couple yards, maybe 2 or 3, taken down in the play, amongst others, by Jalen Twyman, the former Vikings draft pick out of Pitt. 2nd down, 6:40 in the second quarter. Josiah Bronson getting some run along the defensive line too. See Garrett Nelson, Woodside, under pressure, rolling, scrambling, brought down on the play. It's a sack. Type in sack, Dolphins fans. Mitchell Agude, the popular UDFA, with the sack on that one. Wasn't really any gain. Type in your 3s for 3rd down here, or S's for stop. 3rd and 8 from the 34. Woodside in the shotgun. He drops back to pass. Under duress. Going to go down again. Taken down, another sack, this time by the other UDFA. Garrett Nelson. Back-to-back sacks for the Finns with 5.5-ish to go in the second quarter. They will get the ball back here. 2 straight sacks for Miami. Nelson just basically a straight bull rush, fighting hard there. I think that's Joshua Miles, left tackle for Atlanta, that got beat. So both UDFAs. So punt team on now for Atlanta. It's a high punt. Barrios brought back the first one. I think that's him. On this one, a flag comes out. Barrios with speed gets leveled at the 45. But what is the flag for? Holding or maybe illegal, like running out of bounds. You see that every now and then? 5:14 to go here in the first quarter. Long discussion with the officials here. 5:14. Holding on, I believe that was Cam Smith. That's not great. You want your rookie to be able out there not making mistakes. And special teams matters for those number 3, number 4, number 5, whatever. That's disappointing. So Cam Smith was flagged on that one for holding on that return. I believe it was Cam Smith. Yes, it was Cam Smith. So disappointing result there. Will be Dolphins football. 5:14 to go in the second quarter. It's 6-0. It might surprise you. The numbers are actually very similar in terms of the results so far. 136 yards versus 139. Yards per play, 6.1 versus 6.3. Difference is red zone turnover by the Dolphins and a turnover on downs in the red zone as well. Some disappointment on that front. Today's show is made possible by BetUS. Head over to chatsports.com/bet and use promo code CHAT125 for a 125% deposit bonus. That's chatsports.com/bet. Promo code is CHAT125. $100 down minimum for that deposit bonus. Give it to you guys one more time here. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code CHAT125. Appreciate everyone who, as long as you're not playing for, Iowa State, as long as you're not doing that, bet responsibly, of course. Do it BetUS. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code is CHAT125. All right. Every 500 likes is a shot. We're halfway there on our Dolphins channel. If you want the Dolphins to win the game and you're watching on Dolphins Today, like the video right now. If you're watching on Falcons Today, like the video. I think we should make that 250 for the Falcons side of it to get the free shot. And you know what? Every 50 we get right now, it's 250, 100 even numbers. Every 50 likes we get right now, free shot on either channel. We're not going to give the half off for the Falcons being smaller today. 250 on Dolphins Today, 100 even on Falcons Today. So 100 or 50 on each is a free shot. We already got 10 on the Dolphins channel, just like that. Thank you guys very much. Liking the video is simple. It's easy. Everyone can do it. We did this about halfway through this drive. So either the first down or if they punt is when we'll stop that like challenge. So just kind of shuffle through those likes throughout this opening drive here, back and forth there, Chris. As Dolphins come back out there, Cedric Ogbuehi in the game at right tackle. I see De'Von Achane, the lone running back here. I say just kind of shuffle with, you don't worry about the play-by-play, just do the like way in there. Tight formation set. Reverse. Ezukama again with blockers. Ezukama has speed. 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, and out of bounds near the 40. Another reverse run for Eric Ezukama, and it's a massive gain. They fake the handoff to Achane, toss it on the reverse to Eric Ezukama, and it's a massive pickup. That's a gain of 39 for the former Texas Tech product. Breon Borders eventually makes the tackle, out of bounds officially at the 42-yard line. Ezukama has 2 carries for 52 yards tonight. From the 42, handoff to De'Von Achane. Achane will pick about 5 up the middle on that run. The like battle lasted 1 play, and then they all got there. Close. So a big gain there as the Dolphins are marching once again in Falcons territory here. It is in Falcons territory, 2nd and 5. Last tackle, by the way, was made by Nate Landum. De'Von Achane, the handoff, and he's going to lose a yard there, maybe 2. Zach Harrison, the early round pick out of Ohio State, makes the tackle. So now it is 3rd down. Type in your 3. As you have a super chat, angry Dolphins fan says, let's go. A $2 super chat. Thank you. As a reminder of our super chat menu, $20 shot. $100, it's a Red Bull shotgun or a chug or a beer shotgun and chug if we've had too many Red Bulls or vice versa. $50, we will text Willie Fins for you guys tonight. 3rd and 7 from the 39. Mike White checks it down wide open. Myles Gaskin That's just a simple pitch and catch. Swing pass to the left. He picks up the first down and more. That's a gain of 10. 3:10 to go now in the first half. It looks like they're going to send Gaskin out on this one. De'Von Achane will check back in the football game. From the 28. Handoff to Achane up the middle. He's going to get about 4. Good wrap-up tackle there. Achane got wrapped up around the waist and just could not power through. So second down coming up now. This will likely be the final play before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6. See what the Dolphins dial up here. They can run the football if they want to. Potentially the final drive of the half here. Or at least the final real drive, if and when they score. Achane motions out wide. There's a linebacker on him. Empty set look. 3 right, 2 left. Little quick pass to Achane with space. First down and more inside the 15. It's a first down pickup there. That's not even really a screen. There is blocking going on, but Achane just stops, turns, catches it, and he's blocked immediately. And I couldn't tell who took the angle there for the Falcons. The guy matched up on De'Von Achane. Instead of going at him, ran inside and took himself out of the play. I couldn't quite tell the number. I think that might have been D. Alford, maybe? Whoever it was just ran at the blocker for the Falcons. DeMarco Helms eventually made the tackle, but that was a very confusing play on that front, which I don't really understand from that perspective. So we are in, by the way, folks, a subscriber battle. Maybe we can check in on the subs gained tonight for each channel, if you're able to do that math there. The current numbers, of course, Falcons 1307, Dolphins 42693. I'll read it off here for you, Chris, and we'll get the math going here. Began the night on Dolphins Today, 42618. We're at 42693. So call it 75. Well, yeah, 75. We can always round as needed to. So 75 new subs on Dolphins. Thank you, guys. Every 100, I'll do a beer cheers tonight. Falcons, 17078. So 24 new subs on that front there. Ooh, 6295 or 695 for the Dolphins and 079 for the Falcons. We got free videos for you guys on both channels. We are simulcasting today. You know what? It's the preseason. The win-loss outcome doesn't really matter that much, so it's okay to just enjoy the big plays and hope that your players show some promise, of course, on both sides of the football. And maybe Liam Eichenberg gives way to Isaiah Wynn at some point, and the offensive line plays better for Miami. But free videos every day for the Dolphins. We do have a new host for you guys coming in the near future. He'll be here before week 1 of the season, so stay tuned for that one. Again, I'm just the interim host today. Falcons, I know you're used to Matthew Peterson. Some of his other channels are live tonight, so we went live for the first time as a simulcast on Falcons Today. Make sure you guys are subscribed, and let's do one more comment challenge here before the half ends. The chat rate highs 130 on the Falcons and 93 on the Dolphins. 93 on the Falcons, 130 on the Dolphins. Spam D for the Dolphins, F for the Falcons. If your channel beats that previous chat rate high, I will do a shot for you guys before halftime gets going. So, spam your Ds and spam your Fs from now until the end of the half. We'll leave this weigh-in up here for the next couple plays. You can just leave it up there, Chris. You'll be fine. Spam your Ds and spam your Fs. The chat rate always lags a bit on our numbers side of it here as I'll block some bots. Spam the comment section. If you beat your chat rate high, it's a shot here on the show. We'll check in on that after this play. 1st and 10 inside that BetUS red zone. Motion from Cedric Wilson. Handoff to Achane. Achane's going to get 3-ish. So 2nd and 7 from the 10.5-yard line coming up here. Spam those Ds. Spam those Fs. We're inside of the 2-minute warning here. Inside the red zone once again. There will be some just relaxing moments here. It'll take some time. 2nd and 7. You're going to bleed the clock down. Don't give the Falcons much time left after this. De'Von Achane, single back, handoff, cuts it up, breaks a tackle, gets a yard shy of the first down marker. Good tough running right there from the Dolphins' third-round pick out of Texas A&M, De'Von Achane. Third down. Keep the D's and the F's coming. The first chat rate update. It's 119 for the Dolphins. Barely behind. Keep spamming your D's. I know it sounds weird. Falcons, you guys got a long way to go with the F's in the comments. It was 19 versus 93. 3rd and 1. Keep typing your D's. Keep typing your F. And maybe a TD here in a moment. We'll see. 45 seconds to go in the half. Handoff, Achane met at the line of scrimmage, doesn't get it. It's a loss of a half yard. 4th down coming up. I might have been Eichenberg's side of the line that got blown up. We owe a shot. Dolphins fans have delivered. New chat rate 146. Timeout Mike McDaniel. Shot for you guys, Dolphins fans. Falcons fans, you make me sad. Well, actually, there's a big delay in the chat rate numbers on Falcons, but way, way behind there. 20 seconds left. Keep the comments coming. It's a shot for you guys. If you somehow double it, by the way, Dolphins fans, I'll do a second shot. Cheers. Also, don't push that one because typo on there. Forward is not a thing. It's car down. Seconds left to go in the half. 20 seconds left. This is the 3rd time today the Dolphins have been inside the 10. It is the 2nd time today they have been inside of the 5-yard line. And so far, no points. They do have 2 timeouts left. Honestly, their most impressive play, I think, by far has been Eric Ezukanma. It's only been two reverses, but he's looked electric with those touches. Gaskins looked pretty good. Achane has been quiet. He had one really nice run for 5, but 8 for 20 overall. Godwin Iwebuike has been pretty good for the Falcons. 5 carries, 40 yards, and a score. This has been by the way, almost 5-minute drive for Miami. This has been the longest drive, or second longest drive of the game. Behind the Falcons' 9-play, 32-yard drive. I love those drives. You're just getting it's 3 yards, 5 yards, 4 yards, 0 yards, 3 yards, 9 yards, 5 yards, 2 yards, flag, 6 yards, 8 yards. You're just getting incremental gains there. So that's why the Dolphins crave, and I'll just do type S for stop, go to the Falcons fans part, because that way you don't have to change it each time. Great job, Dolphins fans, setting the new chat rate high. Falcons are gaining here, by the way. 6, I think it's going to be short. I see the bots too. Always type B to block the bots, folks. So 4th down is coming up here. 4th and 2. 20 seconds. This has been a long halftime break, by the way, or a long TV time out there. Can't wait for the second half of this game where instead of showing the game, they will interview Tua again and talk to Tyreek Hill or something and not show the damn game. The Hall of Fame game was a nightmare, by the way. I'm just going to rant here. That turned into the Aaron Rodgers interview hour. Why? I do get pissed about it because the only people watching are the ones who actually care about these random third-string players. Only ones that care. Anyway, 4th and 2. Mike White under center. Motion. Play action pass. Looking. Throws. Off the fingertips, incomplete. 3 drives for Miami, and they've all come away with nothing. That play was a design play action end zone fade. The Falcons did a great job of jamming players off the line of scrimmage, and they just could not make the connection with Tyler Kroft. He's diving full extension to make the catch, and he just can't bring it in. Dolphins defense did a great job of jamming and disrupting the timing on that play action pass. So likely final play here of the half. Godwin Iwebuike, the handoff up the middle. He'll get 6, 7, somewhere in that range. That will do it for the first half. 6-0. The Dolphins have moved the ball well, but they have been unable to finish off drives. 3 trips inside the 10 and 0 points so far. 6-0, the Falcons lead. Now, we will take a halftime break here. So what we're going to do is this. We'll have the full screen scoreboard up for you guys. You can watch it. We'll come back once the game resumes in about 12-ish minutes here. The Super Chat price tag for shots and texting will be cut in half during halftime only. So, $10 is a shot. I might need help on that if we get enough of them. $25, we will text Will. Halftime Super Chat menu items only as the Falcons lead the Dolphins 6-0 on our simulcast stream of the Week 1 preseason matchup. Don't go anywhere. Second half coverage coming in a little bit. Again, halftime prices. $10 for a shot, $25 to text Will. Don't go anywhere. L in the comments. Chris had me muted. That's okay. It happens, but we'll have some fun and troll as well. Dolphins set to kick off here to begin the second half, which means the Falcons were back out there on offense. Wouldn't expect many changes for Atlanta on offense since the third stringers have been in all game. Return here, 24-ish yard line. That's Godwin Iwebuike, the running back with the first return there. We did have one super chat come in during the halftime break. So it's $25. We will text Will once again. And who else did it? But Chad Jones says, hey, Willie Finns, we love you, man. Chad Jones?
Who?
There we go. Thank you, Chad. We'll make sure to text Will for you as well. All right, Logan Woodside back in the game at quarterback for Atlanta. 8 of 9, 73 yards. That inside toss handoff to Iwebuike gets about 6. Man, the Falcons have run the ball effectively on those inside handoffs. That was a gain of 4. Looked like Deshaun Hand, Brandon Peely, and Josiah Bronson in the game as they'll swap out Hand. Cam Smith still in the game at corner, by the way. 2nd and 6. Get the comments flowing, folks. High snap brought in by Woodside. Iwebuike to the edge, cuts it up. He's going to get all but a yard. 3rd and 1 coming up. Type in those 3s for 3rd down here, folks. Minute into the third quarter, still 6-0. The Dolphins have had chances. They have simply not capitalized. As another $25 from David Breakout. I think I got that pronounced correctly. I think for the rest of the game, Chris, why not? $25 we'll text Will instead of the 50. We'll go half off the second half. David, we'll text Will for you, my friend. Just says, Willie Finns. Thank you. Boot right for Woodside across his body. Broken up. Cam Smith, the diving PBU. Man, he closed so quick on that play. That wasn't even his man, I don't think. Cam Smith saw what was coming. An awesome pass breakup. They ran a boot action. Smith, the diving pass breakup intended towards Josh Ali. Got that right hand around the body. Doesn't twist. You can have it there. You can cuddle, but you can't be grabbing and pulling. Great play by Cam Smith. MIA in the chat. Bradley Pinion on for the punt. It's away. River Craycraft from his own 15 makes one man miss. Gets the 20 and dives to about the 24, 25-yard line. So Miami will take back over. It will not be Mike White coming out. It's going to be Skylar Thompson. At least White had his hat on, so I assume it's Skylar Thompson's season out there. If it is the case, Mike White will finish the day 9 of 14, 85 yards, a red zone INT, and 0 points scored.
Let's go, Skylar! Let's go, baby!
He went to Kansas State, if you can't tell. That's boss man Brett. Spam the chat, MIA. We'll build a Mike White Thompson weigh-in here in a little bit for you guys. No rush, though, Producer Chris. MIA or ATL, if you're a Falcons fan. We are simulcasting live on both channels here, folks. Dolphins today and Falcons today. It will be 1st and 10 for Miami here in a little bit at the 25-yard line. You see the bots? Type B. Sherry May, I appreciate that. You've communicated with YouTube. They know if they see a bunch of Bs, unless they're playing a B team, they know, hey, bots are there, and they'll shut them down. There it is. Thank you, YouTube. Scotty B, Eric Silsby, I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. We got 13:35 to go here. Or sorry, 13:23, excuse me. Rounds to the nearest fifth up there, by the way. To go here in the third quarter, the Dolphins have yet, so they've had their chances. Had the ball at the 9. Had the ball at the 5. Had the ball at the 4. They could not score. An interception, 2 turnovers on 4th down. I have no issues going for it, by the way. I'm fine with that. But you'd like to be able to get them to score in those scenarios. So it is Dolphins football here. The pin poll right now on our Dolphins channel Falcons, I'll eventually pick a different one, but hasn't been a great bunch of nobodies playing for Atlanta. So it's been a bit of a chaotic one there. But the pin poll right now is who should be quarterback 2? Skylar Thompson or Mike White? 69%, everyone typed nice, picking Skylar Thompson over White, which I can't say I'm surprised by. So Dolphins football here, 1st and 10, their own 25-yard line. Today's show made possible by BetUS, folks. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code CHAT125. It is Thompson's season under center. Looks like De'Von Achane's the lone back. Thompson, handoff to Achane. There is nothing there. I did not, let me see if I can get the number there. Who was that? I thought that was 72. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe that was 62. I think that was Aliyama Uluve got just bull rushed. Somebody got pushed directly into the lap of De'Von Achane. It was a loss of 1. Tight set here. Motion for Thompson under center. Play action pass. Thompson under pressure goes down. Got to get rid of the football there. They designed a deep play action pass. He gets rocked by Mike Jones. They designed the play action vertical shot. Thompson drops back, takes the beat, holds it too long, and goes down hard. So now it is 3rd and forever. You can type in your sacks if you're a Falcons fan. As they're doing some interview. The NFL Plus stream, folks, is the Dolphins home broadcast. So they're interviewing somebody that I don't know who that is. Maybe you guys do. 3rd and 21. And delay of game eventually coming here. So 3rd and 26. So a disastrous opening drive for Skylar Thompson, unfortunately. Not sure how much of it is his fault, but loss of 1, a loss of 9 on a sack, maybe almost 10, and now it's 5-yard delay of game penalty. So the Dolphins now backed up to their own 9-yard line. Maybe just run the draw here. Falcons showing pressure. Thompson in the shotgun. Now they're going to motion out De'Von Achane. Screen as Ukama makes one man miss and brought down from behind. No real chance to make anything happen on that play. D'Angelo Malone, the Western Kentucky edge rusher, makes the tackle after about a gain of 1. So that is a disappointing drive there to begin things for Skylar Thompson. But you guys can vote, especially you Dolphins fans out there. ST for Skylar Thompson, MW for Mike White. Answering Cursive Q's question, Zach Harrison was out there earlier, had a nice tackle, also missed a surefire TFL, but he has been playing, yes. Jake Bailey's punt is away. It's a high punt and out of bounds, though. Where is it going to be marked at? Let's wait and see. Have not yet seen the marking as they're talking about the Jason Jenkins hire. By the way, folks, every 100 subs on each channel is a tortilla slap. We began the night at 42,618. It is now 42,720 on Dolphins Today. So, Chris, next TV timeout. We'll go full screen camera, and you can come on up and slap me. On Falcons Today, we got at 13,054. It's 13,090. So subscribe on both channels. This is every sub for 100 total, by the way. So at 200, at 300, and if we get to 43,000 on Dolphins tonight, if we get to 13.5 on Falcons tonight, everyone in the office, producer Chris, boss man Brett, and CEO James get to slap me in the face with a tortilla. So we have one for the Dolphins coming up here in a little bit. They ruled that a 50-yard punt, by the way, for Jake Bailey. So pretty damn good right there. As it is 1st and 10 from the 30. Shocker, it is Logan Woodside in the game at quarterback, pistol set again with Carlos Washington, the lone back for Atlanta. Woodside gets the snap, looks left. It's a double move. Ali, oh, he dropped it! Joshua Ali. They ran a double move, a little hitch and go. They beat the corner. I believe that was either Perry Nicker, or no, it was Mark Gilbert, who got beat on the double move. They had a gain of 40 plus, and Joshua Ali cannot bring it in.
Type BF for Butterfingers in the chat. BF for Butterfingers.
That was a surefire, massive gain. Great throw by Logan Woodson. That was a dime. You can't put that any better, as now he's under pressure, checks down to Washington, makes one man miss, gets about 7-8 yards, gang tackle, including Aubrey Miller on that one. So 3rd down, type in those threes, folks. 10:30 to go in the 3rd quarter, 3rd and 2. See what the Falcons dial up here. 3rd and gettable. They've run the ball very well tonight, by the way. It's been Godwin Iwebuike is averaging almost 7 yards per carry. Carlos Washington near 4. 3rd and 2. Pistol set, handoff. Washington blown up, not going to get there. Backside pursuit tackle was made on that play, I believe, by Malik Reed. Yes, it was. So 4th down. Let's see if the Falcons go for it here. Looks like they are. I love it. I respect it. Type in your 4s. Falcons staying out there. 9:36 to go in the 3rd quarter. Inside toss, 1st down Washington. Couple arm tackles that really weren't going to be able to bring him down. They ran that same little single back set, turn around, pitch it, catch it, run right up the middle. I call it inside toss. I'm sure that's not what the actual terminology is for Atlanta and the Arthur Smith offense, but that's what I call it because I think it makes sense. And you can picture an inside toss as opposed to an outside toss, right? So 1st down, Atlanta. Emmanuel Ogbah, by the way, out of his pads. So he's done for the night. He did play some earlier, which I was kind of surprised by that Ogbah was out there. Maybe they just wanted some reps, but I don't know. 1st and 10 from the 44 of Atlanta. Woodside, I-form set. Iwebuike the handoff. Makes one man miss, and then they'll dive forward, actually, and get about 6 or 7 on that carry. It was, I think, Channing Tindall in on the tackle a little bit there. So we mentioned his name a few times tonight. So 2nd down. Logan Woodside has been very efficient tonight, by the way, folks. The Falcons are about 9 of 12 with a drop. Should have been a huge gain. They're about where they would have been, well, still about 10, 15 yards shy. Pistol set again for Atlanta. They like that tonight. Tight sets, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers at midfield. Play action pass. Woodside, downfield, caught, 1st down inside the 25. Cam Smith makes the tackle. It is a huge pickup for Atlanta. It's going to go down as a gain of 27. Xavier Malone, the UDFA, just a deep in, beating Cam Smith again. At least Cam Smith's the nearest coverage player. Yeah, that's just a deep in. I don't think maybe it's some of the man match zone that the Dolphins like to run, and they just kind of cleared it out. It's basically a clear out route. Everyone goes downfield except the backside receiver. Woodside, handoff, Iwebuike, inside the red zone now to the 19-yard line. A gain of 3, maybe 4. We are inside the BetUS red zone for the first time this half. 125% deposit bonus when you use promo code CHAT125 at chatsports.com/bet. That's chatsports.com/bet. Promo code CHAT125. 2nd and 6 with about 7 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter as we simulcast. Dolphins today, Falcons today. It's 6-0 Atlanta. Pistol set. Handoff, Iwebuike up the middle, runs over a defender, and gets right near the first down marker. Tackle was made there by, I believe, Verone McKinley and Mark Gilbert. I think they ran over McKinley on that play. They did not give him the first down, though. So it's third down. Probably third and about a half yard. I'm not going to say it's a full yard. Single back set. Handoff. And that's a yard. They needed a yard. They got a yard and a half. Brandon Peely does make the tackle. So on a normal play, hey, stopped it for a gain of 2. Well, needed 1. Nice play by Peely, but only needed the 1 yard there. Falcons' ground game continues to be the road blocking, grading style that everyone seems to like so much. So 1st and 10 from the 12. Woodside in the pistol. There's a man in motion. Play action, boot right. Tucker Fisk makes the catch and immediately brought down. I believe that's Keidron Smith. Yes, it is. So that's a gain of maybe 3. They ran that play action, boot to the right. Smith almost jumped over Fisk to make that play. Didn't quite get there on time. 2nd and 7. Pistol set once again. 2 left, 2 right. Woodside's in the shotgun. They're going to motion one of the receivers left. Now it's 3 left, 1 right. From the 9-yard line, 2nd and 7. Screen. That's Matthew Sexton on the screen. Gets inside the 5. So slot receiver Matthew Sexton brings it to 3rd and short with 5 minutes to go. You got all your playbook available here. 3rd and 2. Should they run or pass? R for run or P for pass. Deshaun Hand, Josiah Brunson, all check in. It's Garrett Nelson, Agude as the edges. Woodside under center. It's a 5-man front. Woodside will now check out of a play, barking out signals here. I don't see a play clock. 5 on the play clock, actually, right on cue. Heavy set right, 2 tight ends there. Handoff. Pressure in the pocket. Washington does not make the play. Cam Smith does. The Dolphins rookie corner, a TFL to bring up 4th down. They ran a stretch right. Smith kind of holding his right hand a little bit awkwardly. He blew up that. Oh, he got stepped on. He got stepped on. That's what happened there. They're going to go for it. 4th down. Type in 4. Under 4 to go in the 3rd quarter here. It's 4th and 5. Trips left. Woodside shotgun. Ball's at the 7. Got to get to the 2. Motion left to right. Play clock at 2. 1. The snap comes at 0. Woodside looking right. End zone. Incomplete. Broken up. Keidron Smith. A huge play in the end zone by the UDFA corner. It's a solid throw by Logan Woodside intended toward J.J. Arteaga-Whiteside. The young corners, Cam Smith, Keidron Smith, as Cam Smith almost broke that pass up too. I think that right hand is bothering him a little bit. Man, he's limping a little bit, actually. Cam Smith is limping. I thought he got stepped on his hand on the initial TFL. You were saying something, Chris, before I interrupted you?
What is that, the 4th or 5th time these teams have gotten in the red zone inside the 10 and couldn't score at all?
4th time. Well, fifth time overall. They're a combined 1 for 5 tonight. A huge stop for Miami. Spam the comment section with your MIAs. It's a big stop. Oh, you guys, the bots. Good job, guys. Good job, guys. Appreciate that. So that was a long drive for Atlanta. That took 7.5 minutes. 13 plays, 63 yards. That is Falcons football, folks. They ran it, but they could not finish off the drive. Impressive defensive stand there out of Miami. It is slap time, right? So go get it to full screen, though. You're right. Chris, thanks for keeping me honest. It is slap time. Every 100 subs, On each of the channels tonight is a slap of a tortilla, or on me. And we'll rotate whoever gets to do it. Producer Chris, though, is first up here. So we'll bring on up Producer Chris. I'll take my headset off. He's very excited about that.
Been making me do all these graphics.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Broken in half, too. Where'd the other one go? Other side of the room? All right. There you go. It actually does a little bit. I see. It does kind of look like a face. It kind of does look like a face there. I see that. All righty. Once. Oh, we never did. You never pushed it over though. We were split screen the whole time. Let's see if it did it look okay though. I'm sure it was fine. I'm sure I stayed in the middle-ish. Yeah, it was fine. It was fine. It was fine. We're good. We're good. Whew, there we go. Every 100 subs is a slap. Davin Storm says put tomatoes on it. No. We're not doing that. That's too messy. All right, 1st and 10, Fins. Skylar Thompson, quick out. Caught. Ezukama gets 3 yards. Good tackle made there by the Falcons corner. Brooks, that is Natrone Brooks, excuse me. So we are deep into the third quarter here. It is 6-0. Falcons lead the Dolphins. We've had 5 drives get inside the 10. Actually, technically, it's only been 4. All 4 drives and 10 have not scored. The Dolphins were from 11 yards out. The Falcons did, excuse me. Motion set here, 2nd and 7 from the 10. Handoff, De'Von Achane cuts it up. Achane gets the first down. Needed 7, got 8. Nice vision and running there by De'Von Achane. Type in your firsts in the comment section. Stings a little bit. You can see a little bit of redness right there. Good job. Good job. No one wants a weak tortilla slap. So 1st and 10 from the 18 for the Dolphins. 2.5 to go in the third quarter. 1 tight end out there. Motion from Ezukama. Handoff again. Achane will try to bounce it wide. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Not much else, and a flag comes out. This might be holding on Miami. Zach Harrison, whoever was asking earlier, makes the tackle for Atlanta. So I can hear what the number is. Oh, it's on the defense for Miami. On Atlanta. That was so. Excuse me here, Dolphins fans. You guys can correct me. Michael Manette was the one flagged for the holding as Cam Smith is headed to the locker room with a slight limp. So we'll monitor that one. He is injured. Michael Manette, who's listed as an offensive lineman on my depth chart for Atlanta, is playing defensive lineman. He was the one flagged for defensive face mask. Thompson under pressure, rolling left, looking, throws it downfield, caught, first down and more. 50, 45, rocked on the play down to the 40. First down, Miami. Elijah Higgins, the rookie tight end, a gain of 32. Thompson had time, was then flushed to his left, does a great job keeping his eyes downfield. Higgins along the sideline cuts it upfield, eventually brought down by Davis on the play. So that is Michael Manette playing. Is he playing defensive lineman now full time for the Falcons? 1st and 10 from the 40. Boot right. Thompson. Downfield. Caught. First down and a little bit more again. It's Elijah Higgins. Or not a first down. Picks up 8. Excuse me. I don't know why I said first down and more. It's clearly not a first down. It's clearly short. Blame that on the shots, I guess. No, but I definitely just saw the original down where I was like, first down, even though that's where they begin to play. Nice job there by Higgins. Nice hit, too, by Davis. Kind of laying some lumber there. That's Tay Davis. 2nd and 2 from the 32. Chris Brooks, the UDFA, gets the first down. He's a more physical one than what Miami has, but there is a flag, and I think this is going to be holding on Miami. 32 seconds to go in the third quarter, but I think this is going to back up the Fins instead of a first down. Oh, he always wears the awesome watch. What he does. It is holding on the Dolphins. That's James Tunstall, but a flag on the Falcons. That was for defensive holding. Arthur Smith is in midseason form, cussing out the officials. Justin Ellis gets defensive holding, so we'll try it again for 2nd and 2. He's wearing some nice aviators, even though it's dark out. I don't care for Arthur Smith's mustache. I'm gonna make that the pin poll on Falcons right now. Arthur Smith's mustache, good or bad? After this play, 2nd and 2. Hand off to Chris Brooks up the middle. Brooks breaks a tackle, gets into the 25-yard line. First down. That's the UDFA out of BYU. Arthur Smith's mustache. Another holding. Back him up for Miami. Let me make sure I spell mustache correctly. That's not how you spell mustache. Just a U. I'm an idiot. I put an O in there. Good, bad. I think they called that on Tunstall again, I believe. Yes, that was on Tunstall. So back-to-back holding calls on James Tunstall, one of which was negated by a defensive holding call for Ellis. Justin Ellis, 2 first downs picked up here, and they just did not get there. So now it's going to be 2nd and 12 coming up here. Fourth quarter coming up. Who wants a shout-out, folks? Anyone who does can type in me in the comment section right now, and we will give you guys some shout-outs. I don't know why that YouTube side for Falcons did not like me changing the pin poll. Didn't work, apparently. All right, we'll try it again. Arthur, spell Arthur rights, too. Maybe it'll actually go through this time. There we go. Everyone who types me, I'll give a shout out to. We'll start with our Dolphins side, then come back. Scotty B, Christopher Vincente, Scotty B, the Blue-Hearted Bacon. That's a fun username. Mark Johnson, Chad Jones, Chris Starr, Aubrey, Carter, Sylvester, David or Davin, David, Kenneth, Doctor, Albert Hicks, Jamie, Chris Latimer, Sherry May, Is That Kai, Austin, Albert Hicks, Malcolm. On the Falcons side of things, Jay the Illuminated, 1 of 1, Electronics, Oblivion Empire, David Moore, I think has been here the entire time tonight, Mohib, Dalen Plays, Oblivion Empire, Mohib again, Electronics again, Dolphins, Sherry May, Albert Hicks, Jamie, Malcolm, Austin, Albert, Unfaz, I think that's how you pronounce it, Chad Jones again, Michael Taylor, Invader, Austin, QB YouTube is in there as well, Scotty B, Dalen, I got it right, Dalen, awesome. So it's always a gamble with the names because there's no pronunciation guide and also you tend to be drinking too. Cameron Cooper, Chris Starr, Tom Swain, great name, my friend. Carter's in there, Bully Bobby, Malcolm Livingston, Johnny Lightning. Got some great names tonight. Johnny Lightning. Dr. Dummy Beta, okay? Davin again, or David, I'm sure it's Davin, I'm not sure. Davin Storm, which is also, last name Storm's awesome. Eric Silsby, Aubrey Cheeseman, Dalen is in there, Electronic. I don't know how to pronounce the name that's coming in on Dolphins with the Lego profile, so I apologize for that. Ronald Hart is in there. Scotty B is in there. I will make note, as a reminder, folks, for the remainder of the game, we'll change our Super Chat prices here. $15 for a shot. $25, we will text Will. And $69, we'll do a beer, shotgun, or chug. So those are the new prices for the fourth quarter. $15, $25, and $69. because I'm an immature child. Dolphins football, 2nd and 12 from the 42. Flags have hurt this drive. Thompson under pressure, goes down. Nobody picked up the blitzing corner. Natrone Brooks right off the right side. Dolphins went empty, and something went wrong on that right side of the offensive line. Nobody picked up the corner. Now it is 3rd and about 19. So unfortunate development there. 3rd and 19. I would love to replay to see how the offensive line broke down there. Trips left from midfield, and they had the ball inside the 30, and now it's back to midfield thanks to flags. Thompson uncorks one downfield. It's picked off at the 15. Lucas Dennis, 2 interceptions by safeties tonight for Atlanta. DeMarco Helms and Lucas Dennis. That's the former Boston College safety. That one, by the way, you're actually not that mad about. That's kind of an arm punt. You're 3rd and 19 at midfield. They take over inside their own 20. That's an arm punt, basically. So INTs in the comments. Giant says, nice punt. That's pretty much what it is. End result is an arm punt. As if you guys bet the under, congratulations. I think you're looking pretty good tonight. I think you're looking pretty good. Let's check in on the sub updates here. Remember, every 100 subs is a tortilla slap of me. Dolphins began tonight at 42,618. They are now at 42,736. So 120 new subscribers. Happy to have you guys here. Remember, we have free videos every single day for you on Dolphins Today. We have a new host coming in as well. You'll see him soon. He'll be up to speed in time for the season, so you'll still see some of me a little bit, and then we'll pass things off fully to your new full-time Dolphins Today host. I'm just the backup quarterback in for the injured starter, and then we'll have a new one in there. Falcons today began at 13,054. They're up to 13,100. So almost 50 new subscribers. Happy to have you guys here. Remember, free videos as well on Falcons Today. Subscribe on your respective channels. Now, today's show is made possible by BetUS. Head over to chatsports.com/bet and use the promo code you see on screen. That is chatsports.com/bet and promo code chat125. 125% deposit bonus when you put down at least $100. That's chatsports.com/bet, promo code chat125. That is the deal, my friends. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code chat125. Links in the live chat, by the way, for both of those. Appreciate everyone who has already signed up and made some money on BetUS. All right. Falcons football. I expect to see a lot of running on this drive. Probably a heavy dose of Godwin, Iwebuke. Again, as of right now, I have not seen an update on Cam Smith. He did leave the game. Let me double check on that front. If he is left the locker room with some type of, I think it was a leg injury or a hand injury. I doubt we'll see Cam Smith return, but he was hurt tonight. Seemed minor, but we'll have to wait and see. Oh, bots are back. I got him. Handoff, loses a yard. Got some Brandon Peely sighting for the Miami Dolphins on that play. Nothing there for Atlanta. Garrett Nelson also combines as Godwin Iwebuke gets nothing on that one. So 2nd and 12 now. Falcons ball at their own, I believe, 15-yard line. Motion coming. Woodside in the shotgun. Drops back. Quick pass. Almost picked off. It's incomplete in the end. Slade Bolden did not have any room to operate. Couple different Dolphins defenders in the area. I believe that was Tino Ellis who broke it up. So 3rd and 12 now from the Falcons 15 as they are currently interviewing, I believe that's Xavier Howard. It is Xavier Howard. 3rd and 12. Pistol set for Atlanta. Woodside steps up, scrambling, running left, looking, gonna have to tuck and run, spins out of 1 tackle and only gets to the 20. So 4th down coming up, the Falcons will punt. And Miami, down by 6, 13 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, will once again get a chance to retake the lead. They got the ball technically to the 22-yard line on their last drive, but a flag came out on that play, and they were forced to back it up all the way to their own 50 after a sack. They were then picked off. Bradley Pinion on for the punt. CU's back on the return for the Fins. The 35 out of bounds on that one. That was River Craycraft on the punt return. So not much a return, but it was a return nonetheless here. We've got about 12 and a half-ish minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. The Falcons lead the Dolphins in a 6-0 matchup so far. It will be Miami football in decent field position. In total, it was a 52-yard punt after a 7-yard return, so a 45-ish or 47-yard net on the River Craycraft return. Now, if you guys want your respective teams to win or to win, then like the video. Every 500 likes is a shot. We'll do 250 on the Falcons channel since they're smaller. So Dolphins fans, make sure you get there before them as the bots keep showing up there. We're at 327 likes on Dolphins Today. You can get there. 134 on Falcons Today. If you haven't already, like the video. Nothing does more for us that's easy to do than liking the video. So if you haven't already, Falcons fans, if you want Atlanta to win, like it. Dolphins fans, if you want the Dolphins to win, like it. Pretty straightforward on that front. Every 50 likes we get, we'll say it was 325 and 136. Every 10 likes we'll get, I will sip my beer. Every 10 likes. We're 1 away on Dolphins, and we're 3 away on Falcons. So every 10 likes, that's it. I will take a nice little sip of my beer here. We're there on Dolphins. Cheers. We're 1 away on Falcons. Cheers. Thank you. I'll fix my headset. The hair starts to peek out. Looks kind of weird as far as I'm concerned. We are also about 7 more likes away from doing another beer cheers on both channels. Like the video if you haven't already. While you're doing that, I'm curious what both fan bases say, because we're going to do winners and losers on both channels, next 24-ish hours, basically. Who has impressed you the most from that perspective? Miller Lite Candy Cane. I will never put water in a beer can. That also just sounds gross to me. Like, that just becomes like there's little elements of beer left in there. No, it's just beer. Who's impressed you the most tonight? Dolphins side, I kind of want to go with Eric Ezukanma. 2 really nice reverses. I think Gaskin. Gaskin's a good choice too. Maybe just the Falcons ground game. Galvin Iwebuke. From the 35, Skylar Thompson in the shotgun. Play action pass. Under pressure. Checks it down. Caught by De'Von Achane. First down. Picks up 15. Tackle eventually made on the play by, that was number 59, Andre Smith. The backup linebackers I'm not the most familiar with there. Good job there by Thompson. Play action. First couple reads weren't there. Check it down to Achane. Pick up 15. Good job. It's a good throw. From the 46 now. Ezukanma in motion. Handoff to Brooks. Brooks gets stood up by Michael Manette. When did, Falcons fans, can you fill me in? When did Michael Manette move to defensive lineman? Or Manette, however you pronounce it. I mean, I'm very surprised he's now playing defensive lineman. He's an offensive lineman, but he's playing defense tonight. Maybe there are some injuries. I'm not sure. 2nd and 7. Boot right again. Thompson downfield. Overshoots his man. Undershoots River Craycraft. Had 2 kind of deep drag routes and kind of landed between them both. So 3rd and 7 now. 3rd and 7. Type in your threes here. Dolphins have more yards than the Falcons by about 70. Hasn't mattered. It is 3rd and 7 here. No TH there on 3. Play clock down to 2. 1. The snap at 0. Thompson. He finds Achane, who's rocked, but he gets the first down. Fantastic hit on that play by DeMarco Helms, but they ran a simple angle route. Some people call it a Texas route. You just kind of start in the backfield, go out to the right, cut it inside. Great catch by De'Von Achane for a first down. Ryan Hayes did a good job there at left tackle, by the way. As I heard a whistle. Not sure what happened. I didn't catch what the announcer said, but I think there might have been an injury on that play. I'm not entirely sure. But they are at a media timeout here for something that went down. But it was a first down for Miami. Achane has had a nice night tonight, by the way, Dolphins fans. He's got 10 carries, 25 yards, but has done his damage through the air. 3 catches, 38 yards, leading all teams, or both teams, I should say, all players, in receptions. Did not catch what happened. Oh, DeMarco Helms, slow to get up on that play. So that was, he leveled De'Von Achane, but I guess he took the worst of the brunt there. And he was down on the field. I think he's been talking about the most impressive players tonight. I think Helms should be up there. It's been a very, very good showing so far in terms of what he's done at this stage. It's the 35 coming up, not the 17, by the way. It will be 1st and 10 Dolphins at the Falcons' 35-yard line. But currently, timeout on the play for DeMarco Helms. Hopefully he's okay. But I have not seen any of the replays at this point. All we know is he was the one who stayed down on that injury. It was a hard tackle by Helms on De'Von Achane. Like a hit that would normally, most players I think good amount of players would drop that ball. He held on to it in very impressive fashion. So it is 1st and 10 at the Falcons' 35-yard line for Miami. Should be coming back. Here we go. In Miami, about 11 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Dolphins football. I think we're going to get a fun little finish here, Chris. I think we're going to get a fun, down-to-the-wire finish tonight. Always entertaining when that happens, folks. It is Dolphins football. Those of you just now tuning in, we appreciate that. 1st and 10, motion, inside zone handoff. Chris Brooks. Brooks at the middle, runs over a safety and gets the first down. Nice running there. Lucas Dennis made the tackle, but Brooks, the bigger back, ran right over him. Ryan Hayes with some nice blocking downfield, by the way. Like to see that one. So 1st and 10, Miami from the 35. Or 25, excuse me. Handoff again to Brooks. He gets nothing on that one. That is now going to be 2nd and 11 or 12. Backed up in their own territory here. So 2nd down coming up here. From, we'll say, the 26-ish. 2nd and 12, 11 and a half, we'll round. 10 minutes on the nose to go in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 11. Thompson's in the shotgun. It's a 6-0 Falcons lead after a doinked extra point. Thompson sends a man in motion. He drops back to pass, looking towards the motion man. Over the middle, incomplete, off the hands of, I believe that is David Davis. Good coverage. I believe that was, again, Breon Borders. Off his hands. I'd say just the defense won that one more than anything, so credit to Borders, who's made a couple of nice plays tonight. 3rd down. Maybe that one just should have been caught. Watching again on the replay. Not going to get many chances as UDFA receiver. Got to make them. 3rd and 11. And I think we have a false start here. '83. So Chris Coleman, the wide receiver, jumps. So back-to-back plays, these down the depth chart wide receivers. Oh, yeah, he moved. He just went like, all he did was, can't do it. That little move forward, he saw the lineman jump. That's why he moved. But he didn't jump offside. He just flinched. 3rd and 16 now. Self-inflicted wounds have killed the Dolphins tonight. Davis in motion. 2 guys in motion here, but they both get set this time. 3rd and 16. Thompson drops back. Pressure's coming. Steps up, rolls right, throws it. Incomplete. I don't know if he was down. There was a receiver in the area, so I doubt they'll give intentional grounding, and it got past the line of scrimmage. But once again, the Dolphins get in a great field position, and they can't do anything with it. And they do say that Eric Ezukama was in the area, so no intentional grounding on that one. So 4th and 16 now. That was D'Angelo Malone getting a nice pressure on that one here. So coming out now for what will be about a 49-yard try will be kicker Jason Sanders, the right hash. As the play clock expires, online and good. Dead center from 49 yards out. Type in FG for the field goal there as the Dolphins on the board with 9.5 to go in the 4th quarter. Spam those FGs. Calvin said to go for it. I don't think you go for it on 4th and 16. Even in a preseason game. Hasn't worked. So Sanders gets some work tonight after all. He drills the 49-yarder. It is now 6-3. The Falcons leading over the Miami Dolphins, I should say here. Falcons will take back over. The defense now must get a stop and see if we can't get some Skylar Thompson magic, or maybe Logan Woodside will take over and deliver victory. It's been a lot of running for the Falcons tonight. 23 carries, 100 yards exactly against 17 pass attempts. Godwin Iwebuike has been nice tonight. 13 carries, 70 yards, a score, and a long of 11. So just 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7 over and over again for Godwin Iwebuike in tonight's match. It's been a very impressive performance for the young runner. Gaskins looked nice for Miami. I think Eric Ezukama's looked nice. De'Von Achane, Elijah Higgins, Mike White. You've got to finish drives. Didn't go very well there. All right, today's show is made possible by BetUS. Head over to chatsports.com/bet and use promo code CHAT125 for a 125% deposit bonus. That link is in the live chat on both Falcons Today and Dolphins Today. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code CHAT125. Check them out. We appreciate it. All right, if you're a Dolphins fan, type in MIA in the comment section. And if you are a Falcons fan, type in ATL in the comment section here. Get that popping off tonight, folks. ATL MIA. As a reminder, as your comments come in, of the Super Chat menu. Might regret it, but we'll do it. $15 is a shot. $25, we'll text Will for you guys, since he did both some Falcons Today and Dolphins Today stuff in the past. $69 chug and or shotgun a beer or a Red Bull, whatever it is. I got my sipping beer right here. So get those super chats in as your comments come in. MIA and ATL with today's show made possible by BetUS. That's chat 125, chatsports.com/bet. The updated menu, $69 for a shotgun or a chug, $25 to text Will, $15 for a shot. Every 100 subs, by the way, will slap me. Tortilla slaps. And every super chat is a shout-out, of course, as well. All right, so Falcons football here. Coming out after the touchback on the play. So their own 25-yard line here. I see Jalen Twyman out there for Miami. Deshaun Hand is out there. Josiah Bronson. Carlos Washington, the single back in the pistol formation. 2 tight ends to the right side of the field. Motion coming to the left. Woodside. Boot action to the right. He's got some time. Now under pressure. Throws it. Broken up. Keidron Smith again with a pass breakup. He has played quite well tonight. Couple nice PBUs for Smith. Very impressive performance by the young UDFA corner. He did a great job there. He's hiding behind Parker Hesse. I think Woodside should get the ball out quicker next time. And Smith just comes up over the top, smacks it away. No contact, clean play. Great job by Keidron Smith. 2nd and 10. It was quads on the left side, and then motion finally comes over from Matthew Sexton, and the whistle blows. Was a completed hitch route to Sexton, but we have a false start on Atlanta. 73. That's Tyler Vrabel, Mike's kid, by the way. False start in Atlanta as a $25 super chat comes in from David Breecount. We'll text Will again for you, David. Thank you very much, my friend. Cheers to you as well. Says, hey, Will, every $25 we'll send a text over to Willie Finns. He's been at orientation for his master's tonight. 2nd and 15 from the 20. Shotgun, play action, Woodside all day, downfield, rocked and caught. Wow, a huge catch made by Xavier Malone. Miles Dorn absolutely leveled him, but he held on to it. Another one, $25 from David. That said, oh wait, that was the same one. I'm sorry. My bad. I got excited. I saw back-to-back. Man, Dorn, I'll say this. He leveled Malone. Now it's 1st and 10. Empty set. Woodside looking left. Under pressure. Avoids the sack and then goes down. Jalen Twyman finishes it off. Type in sack. Or boo if you're a Falcons fan. Play was set up initially by Malik Reed, who got the initial pressure, and Jalen Twyman finished it off. Beat Tyler Vrabel, forced Woodside to roll, and Jalen Twyman was waiting for him. A sack. So it is now 2nd and about 17 for Atlanta. 8 minutes to play. Woodside, play action. Checks it down, and Washington was not looking for it. So 2nd and long, I think Woodside just wanted to get rid of it. Maybe he was seeing some ghosts after that last hit. Wanted to get rid of the football early. 3rd and, they'll say 18 now. So they backed him up the additional yard beyond the initial sack. 3rd and 18. At their own 34-yard line. Got it out near midfield, but then a sack. Woodside has time over the middle, caught at the 40, and is going to be very, very short of the first down marker. That was Tucker Fisk. So a punt coming out on 4th down, I'd assume here. Channing Tindall, by the way, makes the tackle along with Perry Nickerson. So 4th and 10. I know Dolphins fans like hearing Channing Tindall's name. He's got 8 tackles tonight, leads the team. He looks a little bit better tonight. 7:25 to go here in the fourth quarter, and Skylar Thompson will once again get a chance to do some fourth quarter magic, if you will. River Craycraft is back for the return. Low snap, reeled in by Bradley Pinion on the punter. Craycraft at his own 10 and grabs it about at his own 8-yard line. So a great punt there, a 51-yard punt. And down by 3, it's going to be about a 90. They actually marked it down at about the 8 or 9-yard line, somewhere in that range. So this is going to be a very, very long drive here for the Dolphins to come back and win this football game. Here in the fourth quarter, just over 7 minutes to play in this ball game. Let's check in now on our like battle tonight. Falcons is at 145. Dolphins is at 355. If we get to 500 likes on Dolphins today, it is a shot. 250 likes on Falcons today, it is a shot. Because remember, Dolphins is a bigger channel. I expect more out of you guys here. We're at 357 with over 500 plus people watching, about 200 watching right now on the Falcon channel. We are, of course, simulcasting today's show. It's the preseason. We've got a lot of channels we want to give some love to. There's always chaos going on with some weird schedules, so doing both Dolphins and Falcons today on the same time, which I enjoy. It's fun. Plus, the win-loss doesn't matter that much. You just focus on the positives for players, right? That's how it tends to go there. So every 500 likes is a shot. If we get 25 here from where these numbers started at, I'll do a shot. Up until the next play. So 355, we're at 363, 145 versus 150. If you haven't already liked the video, please do it. It's simple, it's easy, everyone can make it happen. I'm going to sip some more Red Bull here. Like the video. We got 13 likes on Dolphins. They got a chance on it. 7 for Falcons. Don't know. You guys can do it. Help me drink a bit. It's fine. It's okay. I'll Uber home. Easy there. Sherry May, I have seen nothing yet on the Cam Smith injury. I've also seen nothing yet on the DeMarco Hellams injury. I'll do another check here for you. But I don't see anything on Cam Smith, unfortunately. So hopefully he's okay. But as of right now, no updates. Same with DeMarco Hellams, who was injured too. 1st and 10 from the 8 for Miami. Skylar Thompson. Out route. Flag comes out. Producer Chris was right. He wanted the flag. Receiver got taken down by the corner. Pass was towards Chris Coleman, is that right? Chris Coleman. Flag was on Breon Borders for defensive pass interference. Borders kind of fell down, and I don't know if he grabbed him or just kind of accidentally did it. But corner falls down, then the receiver falls down. Arthur Smith and his mustache, which most of you guys like it. 81% say it's good. He has a good mustache. I don't like mustaches, though. So it's now 1st and 10 Fins from the 18-yard line. Motion on the play. Thompson drops back. Under pressure. Avoids it. Rolling. Scrambling. Gonna run. Cut it upfield. 1st down and more past the 30. And a late flag comes out. And some potential pushing and shoving here. It's on Elijah Higgins. Another self-inflicted wound for Miami. Elijah Higgins was blocking downfield. That is the softest holding call you will ever see in a preseason game. He never actually grabbed him. He slipped right off him. He briefly had like this on the backside, but he never actually got. That is a horrible holding call. Handoff now to Chris Brooks, who picks up about 12, or maybe actually, sorry, it's 1st and 15, about 7 on that run. I cannot believe they called that a holding on Elijah Higgins. He briefly got the back of the jersey, but he let go immediately. I don't think that should ever be called in an NFL game, frankly. So 2nd and 6 now from the 22. Thompson in the shotgun. We got 6 minutes to play. Long way to go. Thompson in the shotgun. Play action. Over the middle. Caught. First down. Chris Coleman picks up 12. Beating, I think that's Darren Hall on the play. Dolphins will now huddle up. No tempo yet. That is actually not play action. I think that was actually RPO. Based on the way the linemen were kind of blocking downfield a bit. So I think that was an RPO. So 1st and 10 for the Fins. From the 35-yard line. 5:22 to go in the ball game. It's a 5-man front. False start, maybe not called. Thompson steps up, checks down, caught. Chris Brooks at the first down marker, depends on the spot. I think they're going to give it to him. So type in first, as it's the Chris Brooks show on offense for Miami. First and 10. You can type in your first if you're a Fins fan. Under 5 to play. They're at the 46-yard line of Miami. Handoff to Brooks up the middle and is met by a line of Dolphins defenders, a gain of 2. I think you can kind of give that tackle to the front 7 in general. I don't know who made it. It was everyone there.
They're using some clock here, Tom. If they go down and score, they could run the whole game out and maybe tie it with a field goal, but they could.
If you kick a field goal to tie, you should go to jail.
They could score and end this game.
In the preseason, there are no ties. Completely un-American. 2nd and 8. He jumped. Elijah Higgins jumped. 2 penalties on this drive alone by Elijah Higgins. The rookie, the self-inflicted wounds for Miami are just killing them. Had the ball multiple times inside the 10, no points. They've now got 6 or 7 penalties, 2 turnovers. One was an arm pump, but that's fine. 2nd and 13 now coming up here for the Miami Dolphins. Back at their own 43-yard line. Empty set look. And now Achane will motion to the left side. Out wide as well. Thompson in the shotgun. Little screen pass to Achane, who gets a couple. Back maybe a yard past the initial line of scrimmage. So 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 9. With 4 minutes to go, you would assume 4 down territory for Miami because it's, the preseason. The clock continues to run. I think that was D'Angelo Malone who made the tackle technically. 3rd and 9 for Miami. They are really taking clock off here. They're not worried about going tempo. De'Von Achane still in the game at running back. Thompson's in the shotgun. They're going to motion Ezukama. Play clock down to 3, 2, 1. Snap comes. Pressure coming. Thompson gets hit hard and holds onto the football. A sack for Atlanta. Well, I don't know if it's 4 down territory now. 4th and 18. That was Clifford Chapman. Came in untouched off the left side. Thompson never felt or saw him or heard him. So they're going to punt it. Back for the return here. Was that D. Alford back there? High punt by Jake Bailey. Caught. It is D. Alford. 25, 30, 35 makes a man miss. Alford's off to the races. 40, 45, got the punter to beat. 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown Falcons. D. Alford, the punt return. It's 6 for Atlanta, and that will pretty much do it with 2.5 to play. The nickel corner races to the end zone. A 79-yard punt return touchdown. Alford ran it left, broke 3 arm tackles, and then used his speed to outrun everybody else, including the punter, Jake Bailey, who, if they were playing two-hand touch, maybe would have gotten him. He scores. Told you we were in for a fun finish. It's not the one we were expecting. Younghoe Koo makes this one, by the way. It's 13-3. Atlanta. What a finish. Scotty B says I'm bad luck. Good news, I won't be here for the actual games that matter. We'll have a new host for you guys. I won't be here for the ones that matter. Kraken, man, they should have gone for it. There you go. I got excited over a punt return, Chad. The Dolphins did something fun. I'd be excited too. They don't get many punt return touchdowns, Chad. That's all it is. Plus, we're simulcasting. Remember that. All right, Sky, let's see what you can do. Because now you got to go tempo and you got to score quickly. A D. Alford 79-yard touchdown on a punt return. If you knew what happened, you would have gone for it. I still think punting was the right decision because you're not going to pick up a 4th and 18. It's just not really going to happen there. $2:33 to go. We will see if Miami can pull off a miracle comeback here. They really have been the better team tonight. I know what the scoreboard says. I think the Dolphins have been the much better team, but self-inflicted wounds, penalties, mistakes, not capitalizing on multiple chances inside the 10. I think this legitimately should be a 20-13 game, even with the punt return TD. It should be a Dolphins lead. Plenty of disappointment for Miami as Aubrey Miller getting engaged post-game. As a reminder, I don't think the win-loss column really matters that much. Dave, and you think we'll win more than 5 games this year? Yeah. We'll be a playoff team. It's a good division, but Dolphins, if you're like ranking most talented roster, especially if you assume a healthy Tua, right, they're up there top 5, frankly. At least top 10 at minimum. They've got so much talent. They just haven't played tonight because it's been the third stringers out there. That's why the win-loss doesn't matter that much. It's the preseason. 1st and 10 from the 25. Let's see if Miami can get going. Had their chances tonight. 1st and 10 for Skylar Thompson. Falcons again showing pressure. They got 6 guys up on the line of scrimmage and then 2 deep coverage. How many will they bring? They bring 4. It's not picked up. Thompson has to throw it away. He got hit hard too on the play. He's a bit slow to get up. And he's grimacing a bit as well. It was bad offensive line there for Miami. And they're going to call grounding, but I thought there was a man in the area. It doesn't matter if there's a guy in the area. Maybe there wasn't somebody there, but they threw the flag for grounding, which I don't know about that one. I would like to see a replay there. I thought it got to the line of scrimmage. Maybe it didn't. At least I assume it's not like a leading with the helmet or something. It is grounding. So again, just these self-inflicted wounds for Miami have killed him tonight. Ooh, that. You didn't get him in the helmet, so I guess that's the right call. All I know is there were guys in the area out there to the right. I would love to see the replay of where the ball landed. But it's now 2nd and 21. at the 13 for Miami. Achane in motion. Thompson in the shotgun. He drops back, throws it off the field. Oh no, it's picked off. Breon Borders is going to have a pick six. This is just fun for the Falcons, not fun for Miami. Was a little high towards the intended target. I think that was Chris Coleman as the two Falcons fans in attendance celebrating. It's in Miami, by the way. Breon Borders a pick six. Thompson threw it high on a hitch route. Somebody ran the wrong route there, too. You had two guys in the same area. As this game went from the Dolphins legitimately should have been up 20-6 in this game, and it's now 20-3. The other direction with Atlanta, and another mixed extra point. Kickers are not people. Another missed extra point. All kickers are not people. See, no, they're not people because he's a good kicker for most people, and he's missed 2 extra points tonight. LOL in the comment section. We have a super chat coming in on our Falcons channel, by the way. So 2:20 to go. It is technically a 2-score game still. Now, with the way the last, 10 minutes of or not even real time, 3 minutes of game time is gone, not sure you're feeling confident in that comeback. But a pick six. Neither backup quarterback looked that great. The offensive line for Miami was rough again, and there's been 4 sacks already. Multiple pressures. I got the bots. I see them. You get $2 from Logan707. Undefeated in 2023, your Atlanta Falcons. I don't know about all that, but enjoy the hype and enjoy the preseason win. Aubrey Miller again kind of chirping a bit. He's been a chirpy player tonight. I don't mind that. You kind of want that attitude on special teams. As long as you don't get flagged for it, it's fine. Who cares? So 1st and 10 again for Miami from their own 25-yard line. 2 interceptions for Skylar Thompson. One was an arm punt. One was high, but also at the fingertips, and somebody ran the wrong route. They had a hitch route from the middle slot receiver. The most inside guy ran like a hitch and go and was going right. The other guy, someone ran the wrong route. Thompson, 1st and 10, quarter route. Ooh, a beautiful pitch and catch. Eric Ezukanma again. Of the Dolphins receivers, I have been most impressed by him tonight. Mostly getting involved in the running game with 2 carries, 52 yards on reverses. That's just it's a little variation of a smash concept, basically. He's running not really a deep out, more of a corner from the slot, drags the feet. 1st and 10. Thompson pumps, avoids the sack, rolling left, pressure coming. He feels it, gets about 7. So 2:07 to go now in the game. It's 19-3. The Falcons lead over the Miami Dolphins. They'll say it's a gain of 5, by the way. Clock is stopped. 5-man front for Atlanta. Thompson in the shotgun. Under pressure, gets sacked again. That was number 79 for Miami. They gave him a fumble? And it's a strip sack for Atlanta. If you had stopped watching as a Dolphins fan at about the 5-minute mark of today's game, if you went to bed, you'd been like, you know what? Maybe we win, maybe we lose. That wasn't too bad of an outcome. We played pretty well. And the final 10 minutes of real life, that was a fumble, by the way. Arnold Ebiketie, which is a bad matchup, to be clear, for James Tunstall, the UDFA tackle. He has been a turnstile tonight. Flags, mistakes, self-inflicted wounds for Miami. It's that simple. 7 penalties, 4 turnovers, 13 points allowed off of special teams or defensive scores. Miami has 100-plus more yards than Atlanta tonight. You never know looking at the final score of this game. And Mike McDaniel did take the headset off, by the way, so I'm not sure how much more we'll actually see of this game. It is the 2-minute warning here. The Falcons are on path to win this football game. Arnold Ebiketie caps it off, with a strip sack. He had, I think, 2 sacks or just the 1 sack tonight? Just the 1 sack plus the quarterback hit. Checking in on the injury notes, by the way. I don't see anything else on Cam Smith, who overall I thought wasn't perfect, but I thought played pretty well. We'll see what the injury is. That's what certainly matters there. But the quarterbacks did not have the best results. Combined, they are 19 of 30, 149 yards, a 6.3 average, 0 scores, 3 interceptions, a 41.5 QB rating if you care about that. 5 sacks combined too. That was not very good. Disappointing performance there. We'll do some winners and losers, by the way, for both channels. So stay tuned for that. I think Gaskin played well for Miami. 7 carries, 57 yards. Eric Ezukanma stood out to me. De'Von Achane played well. I was going to give Elijah Higgins the winner, and then he had 2 flags on the drive led to the punt return touchdown there. I thought Channing Tindall had a nice showing. Cam Smith, before his injury, I thought played well. Brandon Peely, I thought, flashed occasionally. Mitchell Agude had a sack as well, but yeah, Sherry May is correct. This is third stringers, and that's why the win-loss doesn't matter that much. It's totally fine to be disappointed and be like, man, wish we played better. But you've got basically a Falcons starting edge rusher, Arnold Ebiketie, who maybe is their number 3, but he's going to play starter snaps out there in the fourth quarter of a preseason game against literally your 4th string offensive tackle. So that matchup is never going to go well. That's why I don't get that upset in terms of, the outcome. Yeah, it's 19-3. Plenty to be disappointed by, but it's the preseason. You focus on the guys who will make the roster. Like, Tunstill's not going to make this team. Not a chance. Eric Ezukanma, who will, I thought played pretty well tonight. The backup quarterback situation maybe a bit more concerning. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Let's see. They're in the shotgun here. It's Logan Woodside. Iwabuke to his right. Falcons are going to throw it downfield, end zone. Almost an unreal grab. Incomplete by Matthew Sexton. So I guess Atlanta wants to get some 2-minute work in. Up by 16 with 1:54 to go. Mike McDaniel doesn't seem too pleased by it. He looks bewildered. I mean, I think McDaniel said we're done. McDaniel took his headset off. He was done for the night. And now it's a handoff, a loss of 1. McDaniel's looking like this. Just blank stare. 3rd and 11. I don't know if there's going to be beef post-game. I don't it's the preseason. It doesn't really matter. But I don't know.
I mean, your backups have to get work in a 2-minute drill. It's got to be done sometime.
They do, but you had the entire game as well for you. It's not like you put in the 4th stringer for it. But also now you're doing play action on 3rd and 11. Woodside is going to scramble, still look and slide down for a sack, and Josiah Brunson got him late. Jalen Twyman got him late. What are you doing? Logan Woodside gave himself up and slid down, and Jalen Twyman comes and hits him and gets up celebrating. What are you doing? And McDaniel was kind of like, two fouls on the play, holding on the defense, and delay a game was on holding on Perry Nickerson, late hit on Jalen Twyman, who I never in my life have I seen, all I can do is like smile and laugh at it because it's just so ridiculous. The quarterback gives himself up, he's down for a beat, and then Twyman comes up and tackles him around the helmet, and then gets up and celebrates like, yeah, I made the sack. Like, he gave himself up. He's up there selling. What is he doing? And then he's like, what do you mean I made a mistake? He looks bewildered. Like, what are you doing, my bud? Like, normally when that happens, they go, oh, shoot, oh, no. I just don't get it. It doesn't really matter. Preseason.
Falcons still got 2 timeouts. You think they take them here?
No. They should kneel it here. Well, they're in the pistol. Are they going to throw? What are you doing out here, Atlanta?
Go deep.
Send them home. They're going to throw it. I hope it's a pick. I hope it's a pick six.
I want
a
three
pick
more
six
plays.
would be awesome here.
I want 3 more plays to the end zone.
McDaniel's just like, I would love nothing more than a pick six right here. Keidron Smith jumps the route, goes the way for a 90-yard pick six. That is what the Falcons deserve for throwing the ball here. Like, honestly, like, all you're doing is jeopardizing injuries here. Like, you're not really getting valuable reps, I don't think. I don't care for this. Now you're going to run the football. You'll have one more play here. I just don't get it. Mike and I are making the exact same pose right now. I'm trying to mimic him as best as possible. I just don't get it. Like, why? You're gonna throw it to the end zone here? You know what? Let's get the pick, and let's do some hook and ladder BS and have some fun here. The game's been over for like 30 minutes of real time. I just don't get it. They're in the pistol again with 20 seconds. 3 on the play clock. And they're going to hand it off again. And they're going to get 2 yards. Why? Now the game's over. Let's see what McDaniel does here. We're going to get the Jim Schwartz Harbaugh handshake walk-off? Nah, they were professional. They were professional about it. Mike McDaniel in his all-gray tracksuit. Looks good, by the way. Just a weird finish. A weird finish to that game. Why are they going for it? I don't understand. It's weird. It's weird. Disappointing result for Miami. I think they were definitely the better team tonight, but mistakes. Too many mistakes. Penalties. Not even including the one of the weirder ones we'll see at the end of the game. The Jalen Twyman was just like, all you can do is like kind of shake your head and go, what are you doing out there? It's just like super weird. Johnny says this game sucked. There was one cool play, 2 if you include the pick six. The punt return and the pick six were for just actual football plays, were fun plays. I thought the Eric Ezukama reverses were fun for Miami, but that was it from that perspective. So that will do it for us tonight. The Falcons take down the Dolphins 19-3 in a game that should have ended like at least 15 minutes earlier if the Falcons weren't trying to get 2-minute drill work in and run up the score or whatever it was. I just don't get it. Falcons 19, Dolphins 3. Remember, we did simulcast on both streams tonight. We appreciate everyone who tuned in, especially our super chatters. David Recount, and Chad Jones, the legend himself. Who else had big-time showings? I appreciate you guys, Chad and David. You guys are awesome. Falcons fans, appreciate you guys as well. Everyone who tuned in, thank you all so much. Winners and losers coming on both channels in the next 12-ish, 13-ish hours as well. So make sure you guys are subscribed.